pregame show. Carlos Robledo along with Mike Gonzalez here, and it is homecoming here at Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium. We got the cheerleaders here, the drum line is also here, and also the Starlets. We're going to be talking football here. We got football weather right here, Mike Gonzalez, and we are ready for a good time. It's homecoming.
Absolutely.
Welcome, everybody, once again to the Knapp Medical Center pregame show. Carlos Robledo, Mike Gonzalez here. It is homecoming. Thank you very much to the Wildcat Regiment Drumline for being here and helping out with the pregame show. Cheerleaders also in the house, Starlets. And we're going to be talking to the drum majors because last week it was kind of like their Super Bowl. They got a 1 in Pigskin, and we'll talk more about that. But right now we're talking about this game because the Wildcats playing Economedes homecoming, and this week they had bonfire. A lot of festivities taking place all week long at Weslaco East High School, and Weslaco East tonight will crown a king and a queen, and reunions will also take place here at Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium. Earlier this week it was the burning of the bonfire for the Wildcats. It's cold weather, and that means it's almost playoff time, and the Wildcats are playing their best football right now, and that is when it matters most, Mike Gonzalez.
It sure does, Carlos. I mean, they come into this game 4-3 overall, but when you look at what they did before district play, they played teams like Manor out of the Austin area, Laredo Alexander, Harlingen, Brownsville, Hannah, that got them prepared for district, and it's a tough non-district schedule, but now they're playing great football and look to pick up another win tonight.
All right, so the Wildcats are on a roll, having won 3 straight district games, 4-3 on the season. Let's take a look at some of those scores because that's right, undefeated in district play. They started off the season with an overtime victory over Mater, 32-29, and look what they have done in district play. They played Donna North and they won that game 56-0. Y'all like that, cheerleaders, that victory over Donna North? I think you guys do. 56-0. Also, they beat the Bobcats 28-0. Edinburg North last week was a win for them, 42-0. Mike Gonzalez, and that was a spectacular game. Seems like they're playing their best football right now.
Absolutely, Carlos. We mentioned a tough non-district schedule, but another key to me is the health of the Wildcats. They came banged up into district play, were able to get some wins, and then took advantage of a bye on October 4th, got healthy, everybody's back, and sticking to their identity, I think, has been another key to their success here, sticking to that East-style football, physical, play great defense, out-hit your opponent, and the power running game.
Out-hitting, that is the saying at Weslaco East, and they're also doing it on the ground game. And what have they done on the ground? As usual, talk about their identity. Let's take a look at some of those plays and the style of football, and you'll see it right here. This was earlier in the season, a run here by Gio Guerra breaking tackles, and that's what they do. That's what works best for them. It's a combination of not only that, but they have those backs that just run hard. Take a look at this run against Harlingen, breaking tackles right there to pick up a few more extra yards. And then, of course, you have that offensive line. You talk about them being oh so physical. They open up those big running lanes, and then so much speed for the Wildcats. Gio Guerra, Russell Garza, and then Ramsey Vasquez. Last week, this was 3rd and 25, ball on the 5-yard line, and Vasquez goes 95 yards for the score, and this is what makes Weslaco East so good, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely, Carlos, and what I love about it, Carlos, is that they have different ways of hurting you. They give you different looks, different formations, and we've had up to 11 ball carriers this year, from Ramsey Vasquez, in the backfield, to Gio Gio Guerra to Ramsey Vasquez to Russell Garza. I mean, we know Ramsey Vasquez and Russell Garza have over 1,500 yards to combine, 18 touchdowns. They're about even in the stats, but they come into this game with over 2,000 yards rushing in only 7 games. And that's what I really like about the running game, Carlos, is that they have different weapons back there and different formations to show the defense.
Yeah, and Hector Muniz, also he's a wide receiver, but he also get his hands on the football. As far as passing, he has caught 5 touchdown passes. They don't pass that much, but they do when they need to.
They did, Carlos, and we saw it last week on the road against Edinburg North. They opened the game up. I mean, they had, 14 points in like 3 plays to jump out ahead and put the opponent away early. So they're kind of trying to install that passing game late in the season, and it worked out last week.
Yeah, I got a little over 300 yards passing so far for Weslaco East. All right, the defense is the #1 defense in 31-6A. Look at what they have done, giving up only 225 yards per game, and that's pretty good because you got a bunch of offenses in 31-6A who are averaging close to 400 yards per game. So that's pretty good when you can hold your opponents to 225. And with that non-district schedule, it's pretty impressive.
We talked about the non-district schedule, and what impresses me, Carlos, is that once the district competition began, the stats got much better. They come in allowing only 84 yards per game in district play and have given up 0 points to their opponents, and that's an outstanding job to defensive coordinator Rene Guzman and the whole unit just coming together.
Yeah, and it's kind of a no-name defense, coming into the season. Erin Morin had a big game against Edinburg the last time we saw them here at the stadium.
Exactly, Carlos. It starts with Erin Morin, who had 24 tackles against Edinburg High on October 4th, has filled in for the injured Adrian Juarez, who was lost for the season a few weeks ago. And then we've had juniors step up from defensive end Leo Guerra on the defensive line with 35 tackles. And then we have a couple of middle linebackers that are also juniors, Giovanni Barrera, who comes into this game as a top tackler with 65, and in 3 games he's actually had double-digit tackles. And then Jordan Velasquez, second on the team with tackles with 61. He had 20 tackles in a non-district game against Harlingen. So just a unit that's come together. They're playing great football right now.
All right, so it's going to be a fun night. It is homecoming. There'll be a new queen and a new king that'll be crowned tonight. And, of course, all the mums will be here. Going to be a fun night. Let's kick it upstairs. Alex Del Barrio and Coach Roy Rockovich have the call tonight.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Alex Del Barrio alongside Coach Rock. Coach, this is going to be an interesting matchup for a couple of reasons. One, if these coaches stay true to form, it should be a quick exit for everyone in the stadium because both these coaches like to make their livings on running the ball and on defense. And let's start with Economedes. They're coming in off their best offensive output of the season with 28 points. When coaches have a team that is struggling a little bit, when they can come into somebody's homecoming, they like to make things difficult. What do you expect from the Jaguars tonight?
Yeah, I expect them. They like to run, that slot T type offense and stuff like that. They come right after you. A lot of misdirection plays, that kind of stuff. So they're going to try to keep it as fast as they can and try to keep it close. I guarantee you.
Meanwhile, as the boys mentioned downstairs, Weslaco East has been absolutely dominant defensively over the course of the last 3 weeks. Once district play kicked in, not allowing a point so far this season. That's absolutely tremendous, and they hope to continue that because the schedule only gets tougher coming up in weeks 10 and 11 when they get the Tanaka Bowl next week against Weslaco and, of course, finishing the season with Edinburg Vela. They want to make sure they're unbeaten going into those matchups.
Absolutely, but it's just a stepping stone, just one step at a time, that kind of stuff. You can see that the Wildcats are getting better and better and better defensively. One thing I know through my coaching career is this: if your defense is clicking towards this thing, you're going to be there at the end. So it's going to be a dogfight tonight, but each week it just does, like you said, gets a little bit harder. But you know what? These kids have prepared themselves real hard. They've worked extremely hard. It's football in the air, and let's go Wildcats, baby.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We can't wait to call it from up here. Let's send it back down to Carlos and Mike. Fellas?
All right, thank you very much, Coach Rock. And you got everybody pumped up down here, including the cheerleaders, the starlets. Everybody's ready to go. All right. Well, time to go on campus with JM, and she talks to defensive player Jordan Velasquez.
Hello everyone and welcome to Weslaco East. Today I am here with Jordan Velasquez. So Jordan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a junior and this is my second year starting varsity. And I mean, really, it's fun, everything's really nice. But it's a little interesting, starting varsity is really weird because my sophomore year, everything was so fast for me. And it was like, I had to really catch up for everything. And now my junior year, everything seems just starting to fall in place. All the classes that I'm taking, I'm currently in all college courses and everything. So everything's very challenging, very vigorous. But I know I'm smart, I know I'm capable, and I know I can do it, so I'm gonna just put my mind to it and just get it done.
You mentioned college courses, so where do you want to go to college? What do you want to do? What do you want to study? Do you know yet?
I know I want to study medicine, and I put myself into pre-pharmacy right now because that's very basic for me.
Jordan, why medicine?
Well, my mom got into medicine, she's a nurse, and I constantly see her helping people, so it just made me want to help people, so that's basically why it's my passion.
Jordan, we know it's October, that's spooky season, so what's your favorite scary movie?
If it's Fright, it has to be Jeepers Creepers. That's the only movie that I can watch without getting scared or anything.
Now, if you were in a scary movie, what person would you be? Would you be the one to die first? Would you be the...
I'd be the one to run away. I ain't playing.
You'd be the run, okay. But there's smart runners and then there's not the smart runners. So which one would you be?
Well, how do you tell if you're smart or not?
No, because, so look, how we tell is if you're a smart runner, you don't make dumb mistakes. And if you're not a smart runner, then of course you're gonna run into I don't know if you've seen the movies where they run back into the scary person.
Oh, what?
You've seen that happen?
North and south, east and west, I'm keeping my directions. If he's south, I'm going north. I'm not going back.
So let's say you're in a situation where the scary person has caught your friend. What do? Leave your friend with the scary person or try to help him? I
mean, I'll try to help him, but if he's gonna get me too, I'm sorry, man. I'll tell your legacy on, but that's it.
I'll tell your legacy on. That's it. Awesome, Jordan. So lastly, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
That's a good question. Hopefully with a job in the medical field that I want, that I love. I'm just really looking for a good future for myself.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Jordan Velasquez and Juanita Maldonado. All right, now let's talk band here, Mike Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
And let's bring on the drum majors for Weslaco East, the Wildcat Regiment. How about a big hand for them? Head drum major coming onto the stage, Andrea Perez, senior. We also have Michaela Moreno, junior. Have a seat, girls. And also with us, Adriana Morano, and she is also a senior. We'll go ahead. We'll pass along the microphone to you over there, Andrea, over there at the end of the desk. First of all, tell me a little bit, Ms. Perez. How does it feel last week? You've been working so hard all summer long. I know you guys get up early in the morning, practice before school, practice after school to get that Division I. What did it feel like?
It feels amazing. Working really hard day in, day out, seeing the kids work, and put a lot of effort into everything they do.
One of the things I find interesting about band is that when you guys are standing on the field and they're about to announce whether you get a Division I, Division II, etc., you guys are not allowed to show any emotion or anything regardless of what the score is. What I want to know is, how do you guys do it to keep all that emotion inside?
It's really hard to contain that excitement and anxiousness, but we want to be able to celebrate as much as you can once they release us. And I think it's honestly better that way because you get to express it a lot more. People start running and hugging everyone, congratulating each other. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
All right, so, and Adriana, let me let you grab the microphone there. What was it like this week at school? It was probably a little bit different, right? Because y'all got your one, people were congratulating you, and of course, band practice wasn't as intense.
Well,
Am I wrong?
well,
Tell me what school was like.
it was just the same, just I don't know, different, I guess. We got that one, us kids, the kids, they worked hard since July, and, well, yeah.
One of the things we talked about, Michaela, when we visited the campus on Monday is that this year wasn't a state year, and then depending on what happens in the realignment, we don't know where Weslaco East will be, but say you guys are 6A next year again, you guys are going to have a shot at state. So you, as the assistant drum major, you might be the lead drum major next year, but you're coming back as a senior. This momentum is going to carry into next year, correct?
Yes, I will do my hardest to make the band better even than this past year, and to make it certain that we'll go our furthest in area if we stay 6A.
Always trying to get better every single year. But Andrea, tell me, what is left for the rest of the marching season? Because you got 3 games left. I know tonight's homecoming, but you still got 2 more games to perform on, and then of course the playoffs. So what's the halftime show going to look like? What are y'all going to do? Anything special?
Well, we might have something special. We have things planned, and hopefully we'll be marching the show soon again. Hopefully.
You're going to surprise us?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's surprises coming up.
Okay, cool.
And what did it mean to you seniors to win the band season the way it did with a Division I rating? I believe y'all done it, 4 years in a row? Is that what it was?
It's our 5th consecutive year.
Okay, so what did it mean to you guys as seniors to win in such a high note?
Well, it means a lot. We left a lot in this organization, and we're proud of that, and we stand by it. The WR will always be our family.
Wildcat Regiment.
Wildcat Regiment.
All right, speaking of Wildcat Regiment, drumline, are you guys ready? Let's get them on, and let's check out the weather real quick, because it's homecoming. Let's see what the weather's going to be like. It's beautiful football weather here at Bobby Lackey Stadium. It's going to be clear skies, feel like 62 degrees, and no rain in the forecast. It's going to be just absolutely fantastic. Right now it's a little bit windy, about 25-mile-per-hour winds, but it's going to slow down to about 15 miles per hour. So Wildcat Regiment Drumline, why don't you do your thing right now and end this show on a high note. And let's go Wildcats tonight, taking on Economedes.
Right.
Take it away, Wildcat Regiment Drumline, cheerleaders, starlets.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the national anthem, we would like to introduce the veteran of the game, brought to you by De La Garza Family Dental. Tonight, we would like to recognize United States Army Sergeant First Class Anthony James Galvan. He spent 16 years serving his country overseas and at home. Sergeant Galvan was involved in the first Gulf War. Part of his duties were to shoot down Scud missiles during the liberation of Kuwait in 1991. Galvan has been awarded many awards, including an Army Commendation Medal. After his military service, Galvan earned his BA and MBA from UTRGV. He has been married to his wife, Angie, for 13 years, and they have 2 children, Anita and Blade Lozano. Tonight, we salute United States Army Sergeant First Class Anthony James Galvan, our De La Garza Family Dental veteran of the game. Thank you, sir. Will you kindly stand and remove all headgear for the presentation of the colors conducted by Weslaco East Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. Right Guard Cadet Major Kayla De La Paz. Left Guard Cadet Private Jose Rodriguez. Texas Flag Cadet Captain, Cristina Moreno. United States Flag Cadet Captain, Alexis Martinez. And now, the Weslaco East High School Choir will honor America with our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Touchdown, Wildcat.
Garcia goes into the end zone.
And he's off to the races. 15-10, 5, touchdown.
It is football time in Weslaco. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Kansas' coverage of Weslaco East High School football, brought to you by Knapp Medical Center. My name is Alex Barrio, alongside Coach Rockovich. And Coach, we are excited about this particular matchup. One, we've got a Weslaco East team that still hasn't allowed a point in their district season so far, and you've got an Edinburg Economedes team that's just trying to make an upset happen on what is homecoming night here in Weslaco.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the Wildcats, when they've started district play, their defense has just progressively gotten better and better and better. Shut out 3 opponents, you know, in district play. You know, what can you ask better for that, for your defense? You know, and when your defense starts playing this well at this time of the year, boy, that pays big dividends towards the end of the district play going into the playoffs.
You know, I don't want to jinx this for the production crew, but when you've got these two coaches and Gabe Pena, who's run the slot T for years, and you've got Mike Burgett, who likes to run the football as much as anyone here in the Rio Grande Valley. We may be out of here by 9:30. This is going to be an on-the-ground, defensive-oriented game, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. It'll be fast. You know, a lot of times about an hour, you know, a half, and maybe an hour the next half. Like you said, around 9:30, you know, you can probably say, hey, there's the time. So
we're already ready for the kickoff here. Weslaco East won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half, so Edinburg Economedes, the Jaguars, wearing their white pants and their orange helmets and pants, they will receive, and they will take the ball out of the end zone, and we'll return it here. Coming back here is J.C. Balderas, and out of bounds he goes. And ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineup on the defensive side for the Wildcats.
Giovanni Barrera,
Isai Martinez,
John Animas, Jonathan Valadez,
Jonathan Canales,
Jordan Velasquez, Juan Sanchez,
Leonel Guerra,
Raven Figueroa.
ATPE is your ally, your voice for professional educators.
yeah, that was a great stop right there by Gianni Barrera, going down on the kickoff team right there and making a big stop there on the kickoff.
So Nathan Garcia, the junior quarterback for the Jaguars, takes it onto the field as the Jaguars will begin this drive here. First down and 10, ball on the 9-yard line, so deep inside their own territory. So already their backs against the wall as we kick things off.
Exactly, and then there's a false start right there, so now it's half the distance back right now. Now they're starting around the 4-yard line here. You know, so great kickoff coverage right there by the Wildcat, coverage team.
A little bit of a poor decision on the side of J.C. Balderas, who happens to be a freshman wide receiver for the Jaguars, taking that one out of the end zone. That's what happens with young players. They're going to make a mistake like that in the varsity game. There's a pass incomplete over to the right side. Ronnie Rios, the intended target there. So as I said, they were going to run the ball, but no, right off the bat on first down, they throw it.
Yeah, a little bit high and off the mark right there, just over the outstretched hands of the receiver. But he was rushed a little bit right there. But again, you expect a run game, but it looks like maybe the Jaguars are going to go into a little try to throw the ball out of this hole here.
Jaguars coming into this game with an overall record of 2-6, 1-3 in district play. Only victory coming against Ghana North earlier this season. So here we go, second down and 15. Back to pass. Here is Garcia. Fires into the flats. It's complete here to Rios, and he takes it to the original line of scrimmage and a little bit more. Good tackle there defensively by number 22, John Animas.
Yeah, John Animas, he's their pretty much of a shutdown corner over there on the left side for the Wildcats. And these guys are pretty good sure tackler. This secondary comes up and they'll put a hit on you. So right here, big hit by John Animas, and boom, puts the receiver down on the turf.
That's the way they used to teach you when
you were good form tackle.
They're on third down and 9. They do decide to keep it on the ground. The ball carrier is Fermin Hernandez, a sophomore running back for the Jaguars. And you were pointing this out to me as we were prepping for the game, Coach. A lot of underclassmen on this Jaguars team.
There is a lot of young kids and stuff. But, that should hold, they're going to get some valuable time this year, and, obviously that'll look better for the future right there. Good stop there again by number 28, Gio Barrio, inside linebacker on that tackle.
So the Jaguars will punt it away, and we'll see Weslaco East on offense here momentarily as the punt is high but not very far. It bounces at about the 38-yard line. It's going to be down and grabbed by Brandon Reyna, the linebacker. So phenomenal field position for Weslaco East as they begin their first drive. And as you take a look here, we've got the homecoming court. It is homecoming here at Weslaco East, and we'll see if they can put together yet another dominating victory in favor of having everyone back, and of course crowning a new homecoming king and queen.
Absolutely. Look, everybody's dressed with their Sunday best today, so they're, it's homecoming. It's exciting for all the kids, football kids, but homecoming's for all these kids. So that's an awesome deal to have a good homecoming.
So Ramsey Vasquez coming in to play quarterback. He plays all over the field here. Ball to the left hash, and misfire on the snap there, but does pick it up and swings it to the outside. It's Gio Guerra that comes up with the reception and gets some positive yardage. So what could have turned into a broken play by a little slip of the football, it turns out into positive yardage and picks up about 9 on the play.
Yeah, heads up play by Ramsey Vasquez right there. He gets up, controls it, doesn't lose his composure, gets it out, to Gio Guerra, and, positive yards right there for the Wildcats on their first offensive possession.
So it's going to be second down and 1 here for the Wildcats as they'll break the huddle here. Ball still on that left hash mark with Vasquez moving under center this time, moving some pieces around here as we see number 44, Randy Cardosa, switch sides of the field, and we're going to get a timeout here. Some miscommunication, and Coach Burgett probably not happy that he's got to call a timeout this early.
Yeah, a little bit early, that kind of stuff. Obviously, there's maybe some new type of stuff they're working on this week and that kind of stuff, so trying to get the wrinkles out of it right now and, talk to him, and no, this is how we want this formation, so let's get it set and let's get going. Looks like he's all right there.
Well, Coach, you should know on a regular week. I'm not asking you to give away the playbook here, but how often are you inserting new stuff depending on the matchup?
As you go on, you do it. You build on it. That kind of stuff. That's how most of it's done. You're not going to throw it all in at first and stuff, but every week you want to put a little bit of thing. So you want to make your next opponent work against stuff, that kind of stuff. If you just keep doing the same old thing, they're going to prepare a pretty good game plan for you.
So coming out of the timeout, 2nd down and 1, Vasquez under center. There's a man in motion, and the handoff goes to him. That's Muniz. Picks up the 1st down and more as he gets near the 20, but he let go of the football, and there's been no whistle. Here comes a return the other way. Nathan Martinez takes it all the way down to the 31-yard line. And we're going to have to see another look at that, Coach, because I didn't even see the ball pop out, but a turnover, a big one, brings it the other way, deep inside Wildcat territory. Here's another look at it.
Yeah, a little jet sweep right here. As you see him gets around here, picks up some yards. He's accelerating right here, and the ball just comes out. The defender kind of hit it out from the end, from the outside there, and he picks it up, and, big turnover, sets up, the Jaguars deep into territory for the, on the Wildcat side. So.
And a big play by Russell Garcia, the running back, to come back and make the tackle and try to stop that from being a touchdown the other way. So Economedes once again takes over, and this time it's the freshman Tommy Alviso in at quarterback, and the handoff goes to the left side. Fermin Hernandez is the ball carrier there, and he takes it inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there. They're running a little inside zone play right here. You can see it right here. Counter step back and came back here, but Jordan Velasquez right there to make the stop along with number 2, Josh Gonzalez.
So a little bit of surprise that they've made the little switcheroo at quarterback after just one drive. But
illegal block in the back. Number 40 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
So that's going to obviously push the ball back, 10 yards right there. Now you're looking at 1st and 20 right there. But, again, surprise turn of events right now, because that's football, though. You never know how the ball's going to bounce, That's like they said, they talk about it. It's not round, it's oblong. So sometimes it comes out and, sometimes it pops to the other team. But you just got to overcome it and play great defense and get the ball back.
So they'll spread it out. This is something the Jaguars have been doing over the last couple of years. If they've had some significantly better athletes play quarterback for them here over the last 5 years or so, they'll swing it to the right side out of the spread. The pass is complete, but nothing doing there as Adrian Garcia, the junior wideout, comes up with the reception. But another great open field tackle there by the Weslaco East Wildcats.
Yeah, real good job there by number 40, Irvin Marine, right there on that. They set up, and it's just a quick, a quick out to the receiver. The guy's supposed to block in front of him, but both Wildcats went through the block and was right here to make a great tackle.
-5 on the play, so it's 2nd and 25 here. And now back in at quarterback is Nathan Garcia. So takes the snap here out of the spread, now steps up in the pocket. The pass rush is there, and he's going to be brought down from behind. With the sack is Gio Barrera, and there was nothing developing on offense there, and no room for the quarterback Garcia to throw.
Yeah, not at all. Great rush, great pressure inside by the defensive line, but then here comes Gio Barrera, and he's right there on the tackle, boom, and he just keeps going. He gets to the quarterback and gets him in the ground. So big sack right there. Now it brings up really long yards, 3rd and 31 right now. So what do you, as a coach, you're going, what are you doing 3rd and 31? I don't know how many plays you got in your playbook for that, but you try to get some of it back.
I'm going to guess draw play.
Maybe so.
3rd down and a light year here for the Jaguars. Back to pass again as Garcia slings it. A wobbly football into traffic, nearly had a man in Angel Chavarria, but it falls incomplete. Threw into triple coverage, but threaded the needle pretty well.
He
just
sure
kind of fell a little far for it.
He sure did. I thought it was going to fall in his arms. I'm going like, whoa. He got over it, and you know what? The prettiest ball in the world, but it was almost right there in his hand.
Well,
so.
it got there on the fingertips. A quarterback will tell you if it touches your hands, you should catch it. So the punting unit back on again here for the Jaguars, and the punt is away from Victor Salinas. And another down punt, still not a lot of distance, gets only to the 30-yard line. That's where it's down. So the Weslaco East offense will once again take the field, and they've got to be a bit surprised and try to regroup. They had a big, had to call a timeout due to some miscommunication on a 2nd down play, and then and then coughed up the football so you could get Coach Burgett's trying to settle everybody down.
Yeah, you know, you try to say, you know, especially when you get into homecoming time, you know, are you focusing, you know, this kind of stuff. And as a coach, you go, hey, you know, we got to focus. You know, homecoming is fun only if you win.
Exactly.
You know?
So first down and 10 here for the Wildcats. As the ball at the 32-yard line, pitch comes to the right side, and the ball carrier there, Gio Guerra, takes it all the way to the 41-yard line, another 9-yard pickup, and is going to be just short of the first down, but plenty of offensive rhythm so far for the Wildcats.
Yeah, a little motion right there, and then toss to the outside right here, and you can see it. That he looks like he's going outside, but boom, he plants and cuts it back inside and picks up about the 9 yards. You know, just a yard short from the first down, but good hard running right there by Gio Guerra.
Little conservative on the spot there, though. They put the ball at the 40, so it's 2nd and 2 rather than 2nd and 1 this time. But Vasquez again under center. Again, this time powers it up the middle is Garcia, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, just, you know, they hand the ball to Russell Garza. He's actually more of their power back and stuff like that. So they're running a straight blast play right there, pick up the 2-3 yards they need there to get the first down. You know, that's one thing about the Wildcat running backs. You see it, they're always leaning, always getting that extra yard and stuff. So they run real hard. Good vision, too, on these kids.
So the ball's going to be at the 44-yard line, first down and 10, already with 7 minutes to go here in this opening quarter of play. Alex Barrio and Coach Rock, glad to have you with us here on K-West, here for this homecoming matchup between Edinburg Economedes and Weslaco East. Vasquez this time out of the gun, takes the snap, hands it off again to Guerra, and he takes it to the right side and was pushed backwards this time, so finally the Jaguar defense was able to push back a little bit on that leaning attempt by the running back, which you just mentioned, Coach.
Exactly. You know, that time, you know, they did a good job up front. Their D-line did a good job of, you know, not getting pushed off the ball that time, and, you know, and was able to, you know, make a good play right there.
So 3-yard pickup there for Guerra, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 as the Wildcats approach midfield here in this cat battle going on at Bobby Lackey Stadium tonight. Ball on the right hash mark this time here for the Wildcats. Once again, Vasquez with a single back. They'll bring a man in motion. We'll swing it out to the left side as a penalty marker comes out. And it's Hector Muniz taking it down the sideline across the 20. He's hit and knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. But hold on, folks. There's a penalty marker down, but I believe it's going to be on the Jaguar defense.
Yeah, it looks like that. You know, they're all going back
Offsides.
down that area,
Number
so it's
40
offsides on the
defense.
defense. But really
penalty
great
is
design
declined.
play, a little motion.
Result of the play is
You
a
know,
first
with
down.
the East came inside and a little flare pass out to him. You know, good blocking up front with the receivers and stuff right there. And, you know, they pick up a huge yardage right here. I mean, this young man has great speed. You know, he knows how to run with the football and stuff, as you can see. It puts it in the right hand, like in his proper arm and stuff, makes the guy miss, and boom, he's down the sidelines. Excellent run, excellent pass. Great job right there by our Wildcat offense.
So the ball's actually going to be, it looks like on the 10-yard line, so they're going to say first down and goal. They put the sticks on the ground. So Vasquez, this time on the RPO, takes it right side, going to keep it, gets to the 5, finds the corner of the end zone, touchdown Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a big play. A lot of direct snap right there to the quarterback. It's just a complete sweep outside, you know, with Ramsey Vasquez. And, you know, the blocking was excellent because they cut off everybody. And it all starts up front with, you know, guys like, you know, Mario Trevino setting the edge for that, you know, and getting outside. And boom, touchdown Wildcats. Way to go. You know, again, you know, a little slow start, ball's on the ground, but they regroup, boom, drive the field, touchdown. Awesome.
That's a quick drive there for the Wildcats. I thought somebody just jumped outside there.
They're going to decline it anyway if they call.
Yeah, so the kick is up and is good. 7-0 in favor of the Weslaco East Wildcats as they score first on their second drive of the game on this 10-yard touchdown run by Ramsey Vasquez, who's just the all-everything athlete for this Weslaco East team.
Oh, yeah, he's in everything. I don't think think the kid gets off the field very much. And
Offside.
I'm tell you, in some big situations, he's
Number
in
14
actuality,
of the defense.
he was a
half the distance to the goal.
playing safety
Replay the
or
try.
playing corner for this football team. So a lot of times he is on the defensive side, but he's on everything. He's on the punt team, kickoff team. He does a lot. He's a utility player.
Well, hang on, folks. With the penalty that just happened, they've elected to move the ball half the distance, and now the offense is back on the field to try to get the two-point conversion. Coach Brigette got enough confidence in that offense that they'll be able to pick up the yard here that they need to get in the end zone.
Yeah, that's it. Do you want to take points off the ball or not? But if you get the 2, it's better than the 1.
Vasquez with the pitch, and they just walk in easily. Russell Garcia with the two-point conversion. And with 5:42 remaining here in the opening quarter here at Bobby Lackey Stadium, the Wildcats begin things with an 8-0 advantage over the Economedes Jaguars.
Yeah, just simple toss here to Russell Garza. Like you said, he's following his blocks inside, and there he goes, and good lead block right there by Randy Cardozo. But, give it to the offensive line right there. They're getting great movement, against the Jaguar defense. Guys like Celie Munoz and J.P. Martinez, those guys doing an excellent job up front.
So the Jaguars find themselves back on their heels again as the Wildcats strike first, despite the fact that they turned the ball over on their first drive. Coach Brigette's not going to forget about it, but he is going to forgive it after getting a drive, after getting it in the end zone.
But that's like that situation. Anytime you have a change of possession, change turnover, what does that do? The defense has an opportunity to go out there and make it stop. And they responded and they did that. So that's what you want to see. If you're going to continue to play great defense every week, you're just going to get better. Offenses are going to make mistakes. It's tough. It's tough to drive a ball without making a mistake from time to time in high school. So
the kickoff bounces around a couple of players. They can't seem to get a grab on it, and finally do, and once again deep inside their own territory, the Jaguars will find themselves as Adrian Garcia couldn't make a play, and Josh Gonzalez comes in out of nowhere to make the tackle at the 5-yard line, and that's where the Jaguars will have to kick things off here for their next drive.
Yeah, those are those little intangibles. You play good offense, good defense, but what do you do on special teams? I mean, you make big plays on special teams, it sets you up for some great things to happen in your football game.
So ball on the 5-yard line, another one deep inside their own territory here. And back in at quarterback is the freshman, Tommy Alviso. He takes the snap here on first down, hands off immediately. Did not, looks like number 19, Didier Martinez, the sophomore running back. We just keep calling underclassmen's name here, Coach.
They're really young. Good job right there with the defensive line for the Wildcats. Right up there with ECI Martinez on the tackle, big number 72, just working it hard right there and doing a good job of getting that tackle. Little push action there, but that happens, I guess. It's football.
So no gain on first down, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the Jaguars. And once again, Alviso will check his wristband card. He's got 2 men in the backfield joining him, along with 3 wide receivers. Switch gears, and they'll hand it off here after a couple of fakes. Handoff goes to Martinez one more time. This time into some positive yards. He gets past the 10 to the 11.
Yeah, picked up a little bit of, found a little room right there on the counter play right here. As you notice, takes that counter step, comes back inside, and both guard tackle pull in, boom, there it is, little counter, and good job right there of running, and good hard running by your running back there for your Jaguars.
Look at how many black jerseys just swarm to the football. It's unbelievable.
That's how. If you're going to play great defense, you got to get to the football. And that's that old saying. Your worthiness on the defense is how close you are to the ball when the whistle blows.
Jaguars need 3 yards to keep the drive alive, and they don't get it. Hand off to the left side this time, and coming up with the tackle there is Jonathan Granados. And that'll be 4th down, and once again the Jags will have to punt. It's going to be phenomenal field position again for the Wildcats coming up.
Especially having to punt into this win. So they're trying to use that little soccer style kicking, but it's that wind's blowing hard in his face, so it's not easy.
It's starting to feel a little like football weather as the punt team comes on. They'll do it the Australian rule style way. It's going to bounce at the 40, takes a fortuitous bounce if you're a Wildcat fan, and they'll have to scoop it out of the air. And the drive will begin for the Wildcats in between the 40 and the 39-yard line inside Jaguar territory. 64 degrees tonight, partly cloudy. It's going to get down to about 47 tonight. So the Letterman jackets surely are out tonight. Usually they come out at about 81 degrees here in the Valley, but certainly in the 60s they're coming out with a little extra layer.
Like I said, you know that it is football weather tonight since we're out of summer, which ended about a week ago. So it's finally we got a little cool weather down in the Rio Grande Valley.
And you mentioned the wind. It's going to be a battle tonight when it comes to the wind. 16 miles per hour with gusts up to 21 out of the northwest. So it's going to be a factor for the kicking game as we continue on tonight, as a penalty marker comes down before the first down play.
Congratulations to Ramsey and Becky, with Judge Juan Alvarez for sponsoring the Athlete of the Week.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So it's going to come back 5 yards before this drive actually begins. So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15 here. And for the Wildcats, once again, changing things up formation-wise, as Vasquez once again goes back into that shotgun portion things and looking to throw, it looked like.
Yeah.
For a second there was Guerra and ended up tucking it and deciding to keep it and got maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark it. But something broken happened there, Coach.
He was, again, it was going to be double pass. You can see it developing, but the corner does not come up and bite on it.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm not going to throw it into that kind of coverage. So he just tuck it and go. So that's what you teach them anyway. Look, if they don't bite on it and the guy's not wide open, run the ball. So that's what they did.
So as far as the spot, it ends up coming back 2 yards. So instead of 2nd and 15, it'll be 2nd and 17, right on top of the S on the left hash mark here. And handoff once again. This goes to Guerra, takes it inside up that left hash mark and picks up some positive yardage to about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just that little inside counter play that the Wildcats have been put on this year right here, as you can see it, and coming back inside. The fullback cuts across and kicks out right there and trying to get a seam, but they get his legs right there. The defensive end right there for the Jaguars gets a good job of getting him down.
Do you need to mention Javi Garza now in at quarterback here for Weslaco East? The handoff again goes to Garza and takes a hit, pushes forward, gets to about the 39-yard line, but a penalty marker is down here on the sideline.
Yeah, a little inside handoff right there, inside zone to Russell Garza right there. Picks up a little bit of the yardage that they needed, but
number 40 of the
offsides on the defense.
5-yard penalty, repeat third down.
So that, that gets them another third down right there, a little 5 yards right there, another third down. So you're looking at third and about 4 yards right now. So, it's a little bit better than what it was just a minute ago. So still, I think you're obviously in 2-yard territory right now, so you got 2 downs to make up this 4 to 5 yards.
Under the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter as time trickles down, as we said it would. Third down, and they'll say 5. Vasquez back in under center this time, hands it off, and looks like they're going to pick it up here as Garza initially pushed forward and then bounced to the outside, tried to get outside that right hash mark, was tripped up on the play, and he gets to the 30-yard line, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be real close. It looks like it's a first down. But, Russell Garza right there, they're just running a simple blast play inside right here. Lead back by your fullback. Good movement right there, but you can see by number 33, Mario Trevino just, doing a great job of getting contact with his defender and driving him off the ball. So that creates that hole for this back to run through.
Just enough on the spot to get that first down. As Vasquez hands it off, but tripping up on the play there was Garza.
Yeah, real good job there by Sandua Tuavelo, for the number 30 there for the Jaguars on the stop.
So Garza banged up on the play. He'll come out of the game. 8-0, the Wildcats lead over the Jaguars. Alex Barrio alongside Coach Rock. Coach, so far so good for the Wildcats. They seem to be moving pretty efficiently on offense, and the defense continues to do what they've been doing all district play, not allowing a point and certainly not allowing a whole lot of yards.
Yeah, they have, doing a good job right here. Defense hasn't been on the field a lot, but when they have been on the field, obviously they've done a good job of stopping the Jaguar offense. So, right now, they obviously, they got the concern. They got a kid down right now, but, so there is a stoppage in play right now. So hopefully he's going to be okay. But, right now, every play and every snap that goes on, you're looking to get better, at what you're doing and this kind of stuff, and coaches are evaluating films and they're looking at this kind of stuff. Right now, you want to be playing some of your best football because, you're within about 2 to 3 games left in the season and stuff. So you want to get better tonight, no matter what, either side of the ball, if you're a Jaguar or you're a Wildcat. So you just want to do it, and especially if you're, like the Jaguars, a lot of young kids and stuff, but it should be valuable time for them, that kind of stuff to get better, So hopefully, this young man's okay, and here we go. So he's gonna, he's a Wildcat. He'll heal up. He'll get better, and he'll be back on the field soon.
So hats off to Russell Garcia there as he comes off of the field. But the game will continue here. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Wildcats as their offense back onto the field. And Ramsey once again will move under center this time, and they'll go with an I formation with another back to the right. Pitch this time goes to Guerra, tries to bounce to the sideline, still on his feet across the 20, hit from behind, but pushed forward inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, just great extra effort there by Gio Guerra. On the toss play, gets outside again. There's a defender right there, number 14, coming up there. One Jaguar misses right there. He breaks a tackle from 14, gets back inside, and just continues to run real hard and picks up some great yardage for the Wildcats.
Shoulder strength shook off the defender there and able to pick up the first down and more. So here come the Wildcats, 1st and 10, and look at that, staying on his feet after the initial hit. That one, Randy Cardosa picking up the positive yardage there on first down.
Yeah, just a little fullback belly play right there. It's a zone play also how it's designed. So good cutback. He sees it and he just keeps his feet moving, and boom, comes off a defender right there and keeps rolling and picks up 4 to 5 yards right there. So good hard running by the fullback Randy Cardoza.
So that'll do it for the first quarter. It's come to an end after the first quarter of football. The Wildcats strike first. They lead at 8-0 over the Jaguars here on KWES.
Before Christine McCleary was a physical therapist, she was an honor student at Weslaco ISD, played sports, and was a cheerleader. She graduated from Ohio State University, then physical therapy school at Texas State University. Now she is Dr. Christine McCleary at Triumph Therapy and part of the clinical faculty at UTRGV School of Medicine. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Christine McCleary, WISD was the right choice.
We'll continue on here. Alex Barrio alongside Coach Rock. Coach, a very solid first quarter. A couple of mistakes that I'm sure Coach Burgett wants to correct, but when you look at the way the defense is played, not allowing any positive yardage right now, and what the offense has been doing and what they're about to finish off, this could end up being a long night for the Jags.
It surely could be. You never know. It's football, that kind of stuff. But, they are executing really well. They have had to overcome some mistakes and that kind of stuff, but they've continued to do that, that kind of stuff. And it's, like I said, it's high school football. Right now, field position's been great for the Wildcats. So when you get that, you got a good chance of scoring a lot of touchdowns, and a lot of points in a night if you're going to have this great field position.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5, ball on the 7-yard line. Pitch to that left side again. Plenty of running room here for Guerra. He gets near the goal line and stopped just short. He picks up the first down and gets to about the 2-yard line. And the running backs, no matter who it is, are just churning out those yards, Coach.
They sure are, and right there, if you see this, he's got excellent vision. conversion. Good job of reach blocking by the offensive line. You see he plants, gets back inside, sees the hole, watch what he does, and then he just keeps running hard. So, the first guy's not going to bring these backs down. They just run extremely hard, and, they smell the end zone, and they're right on the doorstep right now to score again.
First and goal from the 2. Handoff to the tailback. Touchdown. Josh Gonzalez this time for the second Wildcat touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, you're going to give that one especially to the right side of the offensive line right there. Open up a huge hole for Josh Gonzalez to go through. So my hat's off to that offensive line and how hard you want, like J.P. Martinez and Jesus Lozano and those guys just opening up huge holes for Josh Gonzalez to run through. He was untouched, so touchdown Wildcats.
So they're going to go for 2 again this time. Vasquez under center. They'll again hand off to Gonzalez, and an easy play to get into the end zone. Picks up the 2-point conversion, and in 2 scores, the Wildcats add 2-point conversions both times. They now lead at 16-0 over the Economedes Jaguars. Here's another look.
Yeah, on the 2-point conversion, he had to pick up his feet a little bit and go over top of somebody right there. But again, almost completely untouched. Run the inside, the blast play to the right side. Again, behind that, that offensive line, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Out 16-0. There you go. East side, strong side, baby. Here we go, Wildcats.
So far, so good for Weslaco East as we continue on here in the second quarter. Do need to mention that Knapp Medical Center is the official sponsor for Weslaco East football here on K-Wise. Alex Barrio alongside Coach Rock here into the second quarter now as the Wildcats lead it 16-0 over the Economedes Jaguars. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on throughout the Rio Grande Valley as well, but so far so good for the Cats.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to like that. They got a little kiss cam going on outside here as we see that those two look like they've been together for a while. They look happy. So everybody in the crowd looks pretty happy tonight. If you're a Wildcat fan, you got to be happy with what's going on the football field.
Everyone's all bundled up as well, and kickoff coming the other way. As the Jaguars get it, they'll have much better field position this time. Ball slips out, but the official on the sideline immediately points to the turf and says he was down. So,
yeah, the ball did slip out right there, but again, obviously the turf can't cause a fumble, so there it is. So, yeah, this is the best field position that the Jaguars have had to start, an offensive series right now. So, hopefully, if you're a Jaguar fan, you'd like to see something positive from them. But if you're a Wildcat fan, you want a shutout. So, here we go. Let's keep playing great defense.
A couple of scores for you here in the first quarter. McAllen Rose strikes first over at Tom Landry Stadium, leading the Eagles 3-0. In the Adame Bowl going on over at Mercedes, Ron versus his cousin Roger. 7-7 there between Sherry Lane and Mercedes, and going deep and going long, and a connection is made. Ronnie Rios, the senior wideout, comes down with it for the Jaguars for their biggest offensive play of the afternoon.
Yeah, just a little flea flicker right here. You hand it to the back throws it back to the quarterback. You got a receiver streaking down the sidelines, and boom, he hits him in stride right there. So big play for your Jaguars.
Someone must have got it down to Gabe Pena that I was saying it was going to be a running attack game the entire time.
Throwing the ball.
Throwing the ball here. First down here. They're inside Wildcat territories for the second time, but the last time was on a turnover, and they'll hand it off this time, and brought down in the backfield is Fermin Hernandez by a swarm of Wildcats.
Yeah, just led there by Jonathan Granados for number 30 right there. Just a super job right here. And again, negative yardage right here again on this run play. Along with him, and again with Isaias Martinez right there on the play. If you watch number 72 play out the year, that kid can close on a ball carrier pretty fast for a big kid.
So once again, the junior quarterback Nathan Garcia back in. They keep flip-flopping the quarterbacks here for Economedes. From the left hash mark, handoff this time goes to the right side. It's Didier Martinez on the carry.
Great defense there by Leo Guerra, keeping down the line. But we got a flag down right now. We'll see what that is, but did a good job of keeping the ball carrier to the inside, and here comes the rest of the defense to wipe it out.
Personal foul. Shot block. Number 20, number 74 of the offense. 15-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Yeah, the illegal chop block going on right there. And that happens a lot offensively because, you have an offensive lineman that engaged with a defender, and then the back comes in and tries to cut. They don't know that that's happening, or chip, chip off or something like that, and you get that call, for that illegal chop block.
Benito Gonzalez, the offensive lineman involved in the play, as was Fermin Hernandez, number 20, the sophomore running back. Again, a ton of underclassmen playing on the varsity, playing significant snaps on the varsity for the Jaguars. So this one coming back after that huge gain. They come all the way back inside their own territory to the 40-yard line. Second down and 28. Back to pass again is Garcia, lets it fly down the sideline, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Angel Chavarria, the senior wideout, who had the catch earlier.
Yeah, exactly. They do a little sprint out action right there and try to get the ball here off the play action, and he's rolling out to his left and stuff, trying to hit somebody here on the sidelines, like you said, but the ball's just out of bounds right there when it gets to the receiver. So good job by the secondary, especially right there by Javi Garza on the defender. Did a good job of defending that pass.
Much harder to catch the football as the weather continues to drop, or the temperature continues to drop. Back to pass again is Garcia. He's going to let it fly. Another long one. Much prettier ball this time. Just out of the fingertip reach. He had to stretch for that one. That one's more on Garcia this time. Looking for Chavarria, but it falls incomplete, and they'll bring up fourth down, and the punting unit comes back for the Jags.
Yeah, young man throws a pretty good ball right there. Chavarria just got one hand on it, but it was just a little bit high for him to bring down. But, again, a great, defensive stance by your Wildcat defense, and, stopping him and forcing the punt here again.
Fourth and 28, Gio Guerra for the Wildcats back deep to receive the punt over on his own 15-yard line. That one looked like it might have gotten deflected, yeah, but it bounces right into Guerra's hands, tries to slip away, but a good tackle on special teams there. That was by number 66. Agustin Villegas, the senior defensive lineman, he got down there in a hurry to make that tackle.
Go kid, coverage, on that punt coverage, did get a good job to get down there and a good sure tackler. So, you'll see that on, a lot of offensive and defensive, defensive player people are going to be in your punt teams and stuff.
So some other scores to pass along here. Brownsville Rivera over Harlingen South right now, 7-0 in the first quarter. Harlingen High with a 7-6 lead over Los Fresnos. San Benito over Brownsville Hanna at the moment, 7-0. We'll keep you up to date on the rest of the Valley as we continue on. 9:13 to go here in the second quarter here. And taking the snap as Vasquez will hand it off yet to another ball carrier. This time it's Hector Muniz getting the carry, takes it across the 25.
Yeah, another jet sweep right there, off the motion right there to Hector Muniz, and he takes it back up inside and picks up 3 or 4 yards right here on that. So pretty good job by the defense, but Hector does get some yardage right there. And, again, if you can get that 4 or 5 yards every time, or actually it looked like they picked up about 3, but, good run right there, but great stop by your Jaguar defense.
8:38 to play here until we reach halftime. 16-0 lead for the Wildcats. They lead it over the Economedes Jaguars. Vasquez this time on the delayed handoff. It goes to Guerra and gets some positive yardage to the 30. So just these little small chunks of yardage, but that's what you like. Get yourself in position on third down to have some options.
Exactly. You didn't run this little series, this little jet series and that kind of stuff, but this time fake the jet, come back and run the inside zone right here. He does make a Jaguar miss right here in the backfield. So good hard running right there, by Gio Guerra, in order to get some positive yardage.
So third down and 2. Vasquez hands it off again to Guerra. Is going to take a hit, and he is wrestled down to the turf. Good hit and tackle there by number 25, Anthony Vargas, the senior defensive back for the Jaguars. It'll bring up fourth down, but it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it right here. But, they're starting to get some penetration right here, the Jaguar defense. And, they're starting to I'm getting tired of getting run over here right now. So we're going to start playing some defense. So, this is a big, decision by the offense to go on it 4th down, especially down here in your territory, because if you can't make this, that sets up the Jaguars in pretty good field position.
Well, and the way the defense has been playing right now, you've got to have the utmost confidence right now. Even if your offense can't pick this up, you can imagine.
Timeout.
Maybe they were trying something.
Timeout. Looks like they're trying to draw
East.
offsides
That
a
is
little
their
bit,
second
that kind of stuff.
timeout.
Because see what happens, but you never know, man. We'll see if the offense comes back out on the field.
So timeout's been called there for the Weslaco East Wildcats. We'll take a timeout quickly, but we'll stay right here as for those of you listening live on the audio stream, Alex Barrio, Coach Rock, here with you here from Bobby Lackey Stadium as the Wildcats have a 16-0 lead over the Economedes Jaguars. Wildcats looking to stay unbeaten in District 31 6A, move to 4-0, and that's going to be ahead of those 2 big matchups over the next 2 weeks in Weslaco High and Edinburg Vale. Weslaco right now is 7-0 lead over Edinburg High, and it's honestly that game, the Tanako Bowl next week is really for at least a share of the district title.
Absolutely.
At this point.
Yeah, obviously Wesco High has already, beaten Vela, that kind of stuff. So, that could set it up for a pretty interesting week next week, obviously. Lot on the line.
So the offense still on the field. They do hand it off to Guerra, and he does pick up the first down and even more as he spins and pirouettes his way across the 35-yard line for a first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you can see he's pretty nimble right there. Like you said, he kind of spin pirouettes and boom, and picks up about 4 or 5 yards here. But good job up front. You can see the movement of the offensive line and just a natural hole that opens up when those big kids are, moving bodies around. So
ball at 35 now. Pitch this time to Muniz. Finds some running room across the 40, across midfield, inside Jaguar territory. A penalty marker comes out as he's brought down just shy of the 40 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting right there. Muniz earlier when he took that little pass and stuff and laid it on the ground and stuff, you could notice right before contact, both hands were coming over that ball. So I'm not going to take that little lecture that just happened to me earlier. I think I'm going to learn from that. But looks like it's coming back. Maybe there's holding or something going on here, that the referee saw. So everybody's walking backwards. So obviously it's going to be against
number 33 of the offense. 10-yard penalty.
That's easy to call because as an offensive line coach, all the years that I did it and stuff, I'm used to seeing that penalty a lot. So it's like, okay.
You can usually see it as it happens. You may not see the hold, but you see the hold develop, and you say, "There's no way that was a real hold without the hold."
Yeah, well, that's that old saying. You can call it about every play if you want to. So.
It's just when it's egregious enough that what should have been a 4-yard gain becomes a 14-yard gain. You can usually tell. And that one comes loose, so Vasquez has to scoop it up quickly. Stays on his feet, gets across midfield and more. Across the 40 and finally brought down from behind at about the 35-yard line.
You remember the toy Gumby and stuff?
Yeah.
What's happening? You would think that he'd be stopped or whatever, but it's just he slips tackles, and it's hard to tackle that kid, So, great hard running again, but here we got a flag now.
The penalty marker down. Didn't see where it was. They have already picked it up. It looks like it's there at about the 42-yard line. There is a Economedes player down.
Illegal blindside block. Number 23 of the offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. The result will still be a first down.
Yeah, that's a dead ball foul right there, just an illegal block or, blindside block, what they're saying right here. But, Ramsey does, he has such great composure stuff that, it's a bad snap and anything, but what, he just lay it on the ground? No, he picks it up and, tries to get positive yards, and by the end of it, he gets a first down, even though it's not going, be as far up the field as you want, but, because of the 15-yard penalty. But the results is still a Wildcat first down because of a heads up, great thinking, great composure by the quarterback, Ramsey Vasquez.
Still got to get those yards back, though, first down and 10, but what was a gain deep inside Jaguar territory ends up still bringing them back to their side of the 50. So it'll be first down and 10 here with 6:04 to play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Handoff left side. This time it is the number 44, Randy Cardosa, the ball carrier. Man, they just keep churning out different backs in there.
They really do. You know, right there, they're in their power I type set right there, and they give it to the second back through right here, Randy Cardoza, coming from the other side from the tandem back. And you can see, that, you know, a good lead block there by number 42, who I really love. This kid, Felix Vargas, but great young man. He comes in usually late, but he's always in the game as a blocker and stuff, but he does a great job of getting on blocks.
So under 5.5 to play here in the half. Handoff again to Guerra as he pushes forward. He just keeps those legs churning.
He does. You know, because of what the job that the offensive line is doing, the backs get up in, gets up in there, and you don't see them. I mean, you have a hard time, recognize where the back is, and because of the big push and stuff, so it's kind of hard for a defender to see it. By the time you know it, he's 5 yards up the field before you can see him.
So he picks up the first down there. Ball now at the 43-yard line inside Jaguar territory. Vasquez pitches right side, and it's Muniz this time, and does not get much, if anything.
Yeah, no, good job there, by the defensive end, number 56, Jacob Avalos, all right, for your Jaguars right there. Yeah, on the tackle, you see that great hustle by Avalos.
So now they're just churning clock. Under 4.5 to go. Now second down and 9. Wildcats would love to get this all the way under a minute and then punch it in the end zone.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
Vasquez another time with a handoff to Cardosa, and he just keeps the legs churning all the way. They're going to mark it at the 36-yard line, so just shy of the first down marker. So it'll be third down and about 2.5. It's going to be a long 2, not quite 3.
Exactly. Good hard running by the fullback, Cardoza right there, and just seeing the hole and seeing what to do, and just keeps going. And, good lead block there by Marcus Garza, number 69, your left offensive guard also.
So they're going to say 3, third down and 3. Handoff this time to Josh Gonzalez, and he is met with a ton of Jaguars there and brought backwards. They're going to say he didn't even get to the line of scrimmage, lost a yard, it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, just a good inside move there by Brandon Reyna. All right, your linebacker there for your Jaguars to make a big stop for no gain at all. Now you got 4th and 4.
Take a look at the candidates for homecoming king and queen. So we should see that ceremony during the halftime break. So it'll be 4th down and 4 here with the Wildcats electing to go for it. They'll put a man in motion. Vasquez fakes the handoff, decides to take it himself, and he's hit at the 35. He needed to get to the 33, didn't get there. It'll be a turnover on downs, and if you're Gabe Pena and the Jaguars, you got to be pleased to get that defensive stop right there.
Exactly. They ran, again, just a little zone read right there. Quarterback keeps it. He bounces up in there and tries to gets the necessary yardage, but he gets short about a yard, off of it. So, again, good job there. And sure tackle there by Nathan Martinez. The defensive back came inside and, made the stop there on Vasquez. So, good defensive stand there by the Jaguars.
So the junior quarterback, Garcia, once again in. They've been kind of flip-flopping him as this first half has come into play. Jaguars trying to get something on offense before the end of the half. They hand it off to the tailback on the draw play there. Fermin Hernandez gets a huge hole and gets it all the way to midfield. About a 20-yard pickup there on first down.
Yeah, a little, like you said, a little draw inside right there, and picks up some big yardage there for the Jaguars. Good stop there by Irvin Marine, but chasing from the backside here to make the tackle. You can see him coming across, and there's Irvin right there on the play. But he's the backside, outside linebacker. He has to come all the way across to make the play.
The ball at the 49 with 2:24 to play here in the half. Wildcats with a 16-0 lead over Economedes. Jaguars with the football. Handoff. And it's going to go up the middle again to Hernandez as he gets across midfield into Wildcat territory. A gain of about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, good stop there by Leo Guerra. Right now I'm sure the Wildcats just hope this clock runs out on this half, so, and don't give up any points here to the Jaguars late in this second quarter.
So Economedes still has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. And now they've got to get in the process and start thinking about when they're going to use them here. They've let some time tick off here on the clock, especially here between 1st and 2nd down, quite a bit.
They're letting a lot of valuable time get off this clock. They're still doing that, trying to get their back set.
Once again, Hernandez on the carry. He's going to get near that 1st down, and you have to imagine they're taking, and they do take it here. They haven't called it yet.
Still rolling, so maybe they're just trying to go into the halftime or whatever they're doing, but looks like now they may have called a timeout. No, I don't know. They just called the play, and they're coming.
Well, I'm a little surprised here.
Yeah, clock's still rolling, so.
A minute to go. 3rd down and about 2. I guess in that situation, you're already at 3rd down. You don't want to give the Wildcats significantly more time, but in this situation, you got to try to get yourself some points.
Or get close if you have a kicker, whatever. The wind's behind you right now. That kind of stuff you can get down a couple more, 10 yards or so. You have a chance to even, try to put some points on the board if you can.
And
you never know, you may break it.
They still have not used their timeouts. It's 36 seconds to go. The clock stopped so they could set the chains, but then he kept moving. So 30 seconds to go. And here's going to be a pass on 1st down, and it falls way too high over the outstretched arms of the intended target, Chavarria.
Yeah, that little play action pass right there, and ran a little seam pattern right there. He was wide open. He just hit it. Just did quarterback did on the mark. It was a little high and to the outside there. That'll stop the clock for you, though.
Certainly will. 2nd down and 10 here coming up. But one of the things that happens, Coach, once you get under about 45 seconds, is it really limits your play calling ability.
Sure it does. It absolutely does. That kind of stuff. And, they're in Wildcat territory right now. That kind of stuff, you would think, use your timeouts.
Once again, they're going to sling it long, and they get him in, and it's complete, and he gets out of bounds. Inside the 15-yard line, the target was Victor Salinas, the sophomore wide receiver, and he gets them deep inside Wildcat territory with a 1st down with 19 seconds remaining in the half.
So you got 19 seconds right here, but a good job, faking it outside and, and him running, a little fly pattern right there, but he gets between the, the safety and the corner right there, and quarterback lays it right on the money right there. And now, they got something going here towards the end of the half.
Jaguars threatening to have the ball at the 12-yard line, 1st down. Handoff left side, and what a tackle there. What a hit from Isai Martinez, coming up with a big tackle, and now the Jaguars elect to take a timeout.
Yeah, I was talking to you about him earlier just a while ago, how this kid can close on a defender like unbelievable. He looked like he was shot out of a cannon right there, and he saw it from the onset, and he just came in and exploded on that running back. So good job by Isai Martinez.
That's going to be one of the ones shown in the defensive meetings, isn't it, Coach?
Absolutely. That's a highlight reel for sure. So excellent job right there. So maybe the Wildcats right here you do a good job at keeping them off the board. But again, there's not much time left in this quarter. So hopefully keep them out of the end zone and just limit them to a field goal try.
2nd down and 15. Ball on the 17-yard line now after that huge loss of yardage. The Jaguars have put up a couple of big plays, but they haven't been able to capitalize and put a drive together. Here's a pass, and it's incomplete out of the outstretched arms. Got his hands on it that time, Chavarria did, but it falls incomplete. Probably good when you look that he didn't come up with it there, Coach, because of how much time there was remaining. I know you want to get positive yardage, but that would have taken a little bit too much time off of the clock.
It would have, just a little bit of, see him rolling out to the right. It's just a design throwback here to 12. All right, you can see the quarterback, and just again a little high, just not on the hand, so kind of hard to catch.
Got to take some shots at the end zone here if you're the Jags. Again, ball to the 17. Fake the handoff there. Trying a back shoulder throw this time. Falls incomplete. Underthrown this time to J.C. Balderas, the freshman wide receiver. So now 5 seconds remaining, and it's going to be 3rd down and 15. So you're not even going to get a 4th. Oh, no, that was 3rd down. I apologize.
Yeah.
So this is going to be your 4th down play.
So I'm sure they're going to probably bring on the kicker right now. So it brings up 4th down.
Economedes. That is their 2nd timeout of the half.
So the Jags take a timeout here, Coach. And, again, I'm a little surprised at the clock management here at the end of the half, just because, you know, I always hear this in terms of you can't take the timeouts with you.
No,
yeah,
they don't carry over to the second half for sure. You know, but you know, if you take a timeout later down on the field, at this point you have maybe 14, 15 seconds left on the clock or more, other than 4 or 5 seconds left on the clock. And you still got your 1 timeout left to get your kicking team on there, but you still have probably 2 more tries into the end zone to get 6 points, you know, instead of, you know, 7 for 3, possibly.
Jaguars have always had a good kicking unit. Here's Ramiro Gonzalez going to be the senior kicker. He's got a little bit of a leg on him. He's got the wind with him this time. Javier Medellin actually is the one that's going to be kicking, however. And he's the right-footed kicker. The snap is up. The kick is up. And it is...
Before the
There's
play.
a conversation about it.
Well, there was a whistle.
Okay, timeout taken by Weslaco East. Okay.
Timeout of the half.
So
Please
I guess
reset.
Coach wanted to freeze the kicker
game
right
clock
there, even though you got a
to
kick
5
off.
seconds.
So.
So this can't happen. You can't continue with the play like that and then the clock continue to tick. That just confuses everybody.
It does. You know, I heard the whistle when it was going
I heard
off.
it too,
I was thinking,
but
like,
then the play happened. And
yeah.
Well,
that's when somebody's got to come in and go, it's dead, guys. Here we go.
So it is. They'll get another shot at it. I did not. Could you tell from this angle, Coach? The press box angle is always tough to judge.
I think it was to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's what they were discussing. But then they just said, oh, okay, well, there's a whistle, so we ain't going to say anything.
So it's going to be a 35-yard attempt. The holder is Nathan Garcia. The kicker is Javier Medellin. The kick is up this time. It's going to bank on top of the crossbar and go over, and it is good. So the 35-yarder just gets enough. And when I say just gets enough, I mean not even about an inch too far short, and it would have fallen just short of that crossbar. As we take another look at the replay, and you see the doink, and it's a positive doink because it results in 3 points, and the Jaguars go in with a small micro of momentum, 16-3, our score at the half.
Introducing our freshmen Duke and Duchess, Lauren Jaramillo and Joe Lugo. Lauren is the daughter of Mr. Guadalupe Jaramillo and Miss Kimberly Avila. She plans to attend Texas State University and major in medicine. Lauren is a member of the Weslaco East cheerleaders, volleyball, softball, and student council. Joe Lugo is the son of Mr. Jose Lugo and Mrs. Griselda Lugo. He is a member of the Wildcat football team. Let's hear it for your freshmen, Duke and Duchess. Introducing our sophomore class, Duke and Duchess, Brianna Villarreal and Saul Garcia. Brianna is the daughter of Mr. David Hinojosa and Miss Corey Aguilar. She plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in medicine. Brianna is a member of the Student Council, a member of BPA Chapter 2, the Lady Wildcats soccer team, and JV cheerleading squad, where she serves as captain and UCA All-American, and is vice president of the sophomore class. Saul is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Guillermo and Cynthia Garcia. He plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in kinesiology. Saul is a member of the Wildcat football team, the wrestling team, track, student council, the art club, and is president of the sophomore class. Let's hear it for your sophomore Duke and Duchess. Introducing the junior Duke and Duchess, Clarissa Jaramillo and Giovanni Guerra. Clarissa Jaramillo is the daughter of Mr. Guadalupe Jaramillo and Miss Kimberly Avila. She plans to attend Texas State University and major in kinesiology. Clarissa is a member of the Weslaco East varsity track team. She serves as a student trainer for the varsity Wildcat football team and is a member of the Sheepdogs. Giovanni Guerra is the son of Mr. Waldo Guerra and Miss Patty Carrion. Giovanni plans to attend the University of Houston and major in architecture. He is a member of the Weslaco East football team. Let's hear it for your junior Duke and Duchess. And now for our finalist for Homecoming King and Queen. Introducing Analisa Cavazos and Bryan Gomez. Analisa is the daughter of Mr. and Miss Oscar and Rita Cavazos. She plans to attend Texas State University and major in business. She plans to continue at SMU Perkins and become a pastor. She is a member of the Weslaco East National Honor Society, Future Farmers of America, the yearbook staff, the District Council Youth Ministries, and the Youth Ministry Council. Bryan Gomez is the son of Mr. J. Gomez and Miss Brenda Trevino. He plans to attend the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, and major in physical therapy. Bryan is a member of the Weslaco East track team. Introducing Giovanna Elizondo and Joaquin Gomez. Giovanna is the daughter of Mr. Gabriel Elizondo and Miss Gladys Martinez. She plans to attend the University of Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, and major in accounting. Giovanna is a member of the varsity cheerleading squad. Joaquin Gomez is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Joaquin and Erica Gomez. He plans to attend the University of Texas Tech and major in agricultural science. He is a member of the Weslaco East FFA. Introducing Brianna Garcia and Angel Longoria. Brianna is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rick and Yvonne Garcia. She plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in kinesiology. Brianna is a captain for the girls' varsity basketball team, a member of the varsity softball team, and National Honor Society. Angel Longoria is the son of Mr. Lorenzo Torres and Miss Delia Longoria. He plans to attend the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley and major in dance. He enjoys football, rap music, and has been a member of the Weslaco East dance team for 4 years. Introducing Arlis Munoz and Gustavo Steely Munoz. Arlis is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Arnulfo and Liz Munoz. She plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in political science or psychology. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the varsity volleyball team, the track team, and cheerleading squad, and the Cats Club. Steely is the son of Mr. Tony Munoz and Miss Misty Chaison. He plans to attend Cincinnati Christian University and major in business administration and management. Gustavo is a member of the varsity football team, serves as student council parliamentarian, senior class chaplain, and is captain of the Sheepdogs. And introducing Alondra Perez and Felix Vargas. Alondra is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Randy and Denise Riojas. She plans to attend the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley and major in education. Alondra is a member of the varsity cheerleading squad, the varsity volleyball team, the track team, and student council. Felix is the son of Mr. and Miss Juan and Marlene Vargas. He plans to attend the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley and major in biology. Felix is a member of the varsity football team, the wrestling team, National Honor Society, and the Greener Tomorrow Club. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome Weslaco East High School's previous homecoming king and queen, Ezequiel Palacios and Anissa Navarro, back to Bobby Lackey Stadium. Thank you, Zeke and Anissa, for taking the time to help crown tonight's king and queen. to announce that this year's King and Queen are the following. The homecoming king is Felix Vargas. This year's homecoming queen is Brianna Garcia. Congratulations to both of them, Felix Vargas and Brianna Garcia, your 2019 homecoming king and queen. Once again, on behalf of Dr. Priscilla Canales, Superintendent of Schools, and Dr. David Gamboa, Principal at Weslaco East High School, we want to congratulate tonight's homecoming court and thank you for all coming out tonight. Remember, East Side, Strong Side. And go Wildcats!
Touchdown, Wildcats.
Garcia goes into the end zone.
Off to the races. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
The East offense will get the football first. 16-3 our score, Bobby Lackey Stadium on the week prior to the Tanaco Bowl, which should be huge next week here in Weslaco, as Weslaco High and the Wildcats battle for not only the right to the colors on the water tower, but where it could be the district title. That one bounces out of the sideline. Here's the starting lineup for the offense.
Ramsey Vasquez, Randy Cardosa, Russell Garza,
Pedro Posadas, Juan Martinez.
Kick out of bounds.
Jesus Lozano.
On the kicking team,
Steven
number
Munoz.
11. The ball will be
Robert
placed
Torres.
on the 30-yard line.
Mario
First down.
Trevino, Felix Vargas,
Gio Guerra.
ATPE is your ally, your voice for professional educators.
So with the kick going out of the end zone, or pardon me, out of bounds, I should say, ball is going to be at the 30-yard line, first down and 10 here for Weslaco East. So Ramsey Vasquez once again leading the offense here. Plenty of backs to give it to, and this time he gives it to Jay Vasquez as he heads across the 40. Penalty marker comes out late there as he gets across the 40 near that 45-yard line.
Yeah, you know, flag come out right there, but that's a name we haven't called this year. Jay Vasquez, number one on the run there. Good little nifty run there, good vision. And
Holding.
let's see where
Number 83 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So now, you know, obviously they're going to start back a little bit deeper here. You know, now it's going to be first and 20. But a good, like I said, a good little run there by Jay Vasquez. Good hole there, you know, by the left side of the offensive line. But holding.
So the hold was actually 9 yards after the
So they picked
line of
up.
scrimmage.
Yeah,
So they lost the 1, but it'll be 1st and 11 here. Really a long 10 more than anything. Kind of a restart once again. It'll be Jay Vasquez. Just a nifty little runner there. That's the nice way of saying he's a little small on the smaller end, but still got a big heart and big run there on first down.
Big hole right there, but a good saving tackle and a good hustle tackle by number 40, Brandon Reyna for the Jaguars. Great block up front right there for also to spring that. So good job by the receivers blocking on the edge.
So it'll be 2nd down. It'll be like a long 3 here. Vasquez takes the snap, handoff to Guerra. Takes it right side. A little bit extra push at the end of the play. And he picks up enough yardage for the first down, and he gets across the 40 to the 41.
Yeah, again, a little counter play right inside right there to Guerra, and, picked up, the needed yardage that they needed there. Good little run there by Gio Guerra. Picks up first and 10 now, and the chains are moving, so that's what you want as a Wildcat offense.
So at the 41 as they approach midfield yet again with 10:35 to go here in the 3rd. Vasquez once again to Vasquez. Quick little runner, bounces to the outside, gets across midfield, across the 45, 40, pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, especially with Vasquez right there running the ball, he gets inside of that big offensive line. They don't see Vasquez until he's about 15 yards up the field right here, but he's right there. A good job pulling block right there by number 65, J.P. Martinez, coming around on the counter play right there and just open up a big hole, and a great block by J.P. Martinez to spring that great run by Jay Vasquez.
So it'd be first down to the 37. Guerra runs into one of his own blockers there and bounces off hard, gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit more. One official saying right about the 36, and the other official says just shy of the 36.
Yeah, that's a little bit different, this set that the Wildcats in. They're in this split back gun right now, doing a lot of cross action and stuff like that, trying to get the linebackers to move in directions to see if they can pop a hole, but nothing doing there by the Jaguar defense. Did a good job of stopping it.
Once again, it's Jay Vasquez, a little shifty run again. Went left, then cut it back right, hit to the 30-yard line, hit the little L1 button on your PlayStation joystick, little juke move.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this young man on the season right now. But they've obviously he's been sitting behind these big backs and stuff. It's going, hey, I'm waiting my turn, and injury opened up a spot for me tonight, so here I go, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to Wildcat back also, and I'm going to run hard, and I'm going to do things great too. So, great to see this young man producing.
So ball at the 31-yard line now of the Jags. Vasquez once again with the handoff, this time to Guerra, and doesn't get a ton, gets to the 30, and they're going to be about 3 yards shy of the chains.
Yeah, good job right there by Daniel Romo for your Jaguars on the stop right there. Didn't get picked up much yard again on that little cross counter play, but not much there. So now it brings up a 4th and 3. And the Wildcats have been going on 4th down pretty much all night long. So, and they've had a chance to make it, but one did get one big stop on 4th down. So let's see what they do. Looks like Vasquez is under center right here with the power eye set, and it's tossed this way. And it looks like there should be enough room right there for Muñiz, and he does. He gets around the corner and does a great job of getting the first down, and there's no flag, so the chains will move here, and a great job by your Wildcat offensive.
So Muñiz gets it inside the red, actually just shy of that red zone. They're going to say out of bounds at the 21-yard line, but yeah, that pitch to the outside. No one down the sidelines really there to make a tackle for the Jags. So another first down here for Weslaco East as they march to the field, cut a ton of time off of the clock already. 8:01 to play here in the 3rd. Vasquez again with the handoff to Guerra. Pushes right up the middle with a head of steam. And gets to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there by the blast play. You know, with the lead blocker right there with Randy Cardozo doing a great job of getting the linebacker out of the hole and, you know, opening up the hole there for Garrett to run through. And, you know, good vision, good hard running for, you know, a good 5 yards right there. So good positive football play for the Wildcat offense.
So second down here and about 4 to go here for Weslaco East. 7:28 to play here in the third. Vasquez again to Jay Vasquez. Gets some more yardage across the 15 to about the, they're going to say 14-yard line.
Yeah, he's still a little bit short right there, but, you know, you can see that the Jaguar defense, you know, they're starting to, you know, walk linebackers up in the holes and this kind of stuff, trying to stop this, you know, downhill attack that the Wildcats are doing against them right now. So, you know, you start seeing that happen, you're probably going to see the toss being thrown out just a little bit more. So, because the linebackers step inside, it's hard for them to get outside on the toss. So
third down and about 3 to go, and they'll blow the play dead.
No.
Timeout, Weslaco East. That is their first timeout of the second half.
It's another early timeout. I say early, it's about halfway through this third quarter already on this drive here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Coach Bergen must not saw something that he didn't like and stuff. It looked like they were going to run a toss here to the left side, but you know, the whistle blew before it happened. So
give us a chance to give you some scores from around the valley as we speak. Mission High up on McAllen Row, 14-10. It's Mercedes leading over Sherryland 21-14, also at the half. Another halftime score. Harlingen South leads Brownsville-Rivera 22-15. That one's been back and forth. This is a surprising score. Los Fresnos at home up on Harlingen High 14-13. That could throw a huge monkey wrench into their district title plan.
Oh, absolutely.
San Benito 28-13 over Brownsville. Hanna. Santa Rosa trailing Taft 18-7. PSG North trailing La Jolla High 20-14.
That's surprising.
Rio Hondo up on Progreso 28-14, and it's Ed Couch Elsa up at the half over Roma 14-9. Pitch this time left side. Plenty of room in front, still on his feet, diving towards the pylon. There was Hector Muniz.
Looks like they were going to call him just a little bit short of the end zone right there, but just a great run on the toss play to Hector Muniz right there.
I did not see the signal, but they did say touchdown.
Looks like touchdown, yes. All right, touchdown Wildcats. So, you know, I never saw the, you know, obviously the ref put their hands up, but again, it's a touchdown, needless to say, right there, and a great run. You know, especially right there on fourth down to, you know, pick up the first down, but not just the first down, but the touchdown for the Wildcats. That's an awesome play right there. And good job by your Wildcat offense on this opening drive here, the first half of the second half. So
it is 22-3 now, and they're in for the 2-point conversion. The pitch to Guerra, left side, bounces outside, dives to the pylon, and he's in. 2 points for the Wildcats. They continue to pad their lead. That's their third 2-point conversion scored, and they now lead it 24-3 over Edinburg Economedes.
Yeah, again, same play, but you know the back has to stretch it all the way to the end, and then he dives for the pylon and gets the 2-point conversion. So, you know, a great opening series there for your Wildcat offense and your Wildcat football team. So, you know, great adjustment to halftime, come out, march the field, put it in there, and, you know, that's an awesome job by our Wildcat football team. So, you know, hats off to the Wildcats. A great opening drive this second half, and took a lot of time off the clock.
So 24-3 is our score. As Coach mentioned, 6:34 remaining here in this third quarter as the Wildcats continue to dominate defensively and just continue to just push and push and push on offense when it comes to their running game. Coach, have they thrown the ball at all tonight? I can't say that they have.
Just a little flare passes, a little bit of that, little swings out to the
count them on one hand, though.
Back, little swing out. You may want to call it just a toss, but it's still about the same almost.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's their best pass play anyway. You know it. A lot of people, they talk about all that kind of stuff, but you never know. They do a good job on their bootlegs and that kind of stuff. But they haven't ran much of it tonight. But like anything, you take what you're given, you know, and if they're giving this and you can run the football, why not?
So the Jaguars will take over here, the 25-yard line. Back to pass and firing long, another one, and right through the hands and incomplete. Victor Salinas, the sophomore, the intended target that time from Nathan Garcia, and that's another big pass play that they've not come down with. And honestly, Coach, the biggest plays, the longest plays from scrimmage that have been made in this game have been done by the Jaguars offense.
Exactly, that's just, you know, little curl and rail type player, and the rail wide open, you know, he hits him in the hands right there, you know. Again, big play, hits him on stride. That's probably 6 points for the Jaguars right there. But again, you know, the ball, you know, hits the ground. So, you know, good for the Wildcats.
So back at a quarterback here, Tommy Alviso. And he's going to hand it off this time.
Big run.
This big run by Fermin Hernandez as he gets it close to the 45. They're going to say down at the 42. It'll be a first down here for the Jags.
Yeah, you know, again, just a good, you know, stretch play to the outside. They pick a big hole right there. Good run there. Obviously, you know, probably the best run play for Fermin Hernandez for the night right there. Picked up some big yardage right there, and the Jaguars are moving the football back on the Wildcats.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the third. Again, the quarterback is Tommy Alviso. Hand off to Denner Hernandez, and coming in out of nowhere to make the tackle is Saeed Martinez one more time.
Yeah, you know, again, you know, you can see him from the start. He takes a good slant inside. He sees the ball carrier, boom, and he just closes really fast. 20 didn't take 2 steps after he took the ball, and he's hit by big number 72, who's having a huge night tonight for your Wildcat defense up front.
You had a couple of certainly highlight reel plays there from Martinez. One near the end of the second quarter, and one right there on that play. So that'll bring up third down here for the Jaguars, or pardon me, second down. Pass complete over to the right side, and it goes to number 19, Martinez.
Yeah, just a little, you know, receiver screen back to the right there, and he catches it, makes him, you know, makes a move on one of the Wildcats, makes a miss, and picks up some pretty good yards here by the Jaguars, and good job of protecting the quarterback that time by their offensive line.
Tell you what, this kid Garcia throws a nice ball.
He sure does.
That one, a short pass play, but, you know, in terms of good motion, in terms of getting a nice spin on it.
And he's a junior quarterback, right? So he's a young guy, you know.
He's going to have to sling it again here on third down. 2 men in the backfield joining him. Third down and 9 here for the Jags. Receivers are to that right side. He's going to fake the handoff and fire over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little bit too much zip on the ball.
Yeah, try to run a quick inside slant right there to try to, you know, catch it on the slant pattern, but it was thrown behind him, so, you know, and a little bit high, and like you said, looked like a major league fastball right there, so a little bit fast for the receiver to catch up with. So now it's going to bring up fourth down and probably bring on the punting unit for your Jaguars.
So it is going to be Guerra back deep to receive the punt here. The Jaguars will kick it away, and that's going to be blocked, and it's going to be scooped up in the air and grabbed and brought down by the Wildcats, who came up with it there. It looked like at the end, number 8, Jonathan Valdez, was the one that finally came down with it. I didn't see who made the block initially, but what a great special teams play and phenomenal field position again for the Wildcats to start this next drive.
You know, right along there with Gio Barrera right there. Good job. He got a hand up, got his hand up, got a piece of the ball right there, and a good special team. So, you know, the special teams have been doing a good job right here, but, you know, 21 was right there, but it falls right into the hands, like you said, of Jonathan Valdez. So, pretty good job right there altogether.
So the Wildcats will take over at the 36-yard line of the Economedes Jaguars. In at quarterback here is Edward Villalobos, and he gets caught up in the backfield. Ball came loose there for a second, but recovered by the Wildcats.
Yeah, they've been struggling a little bit tonight on getting the snaps and stuff. You know, I know that Ramsey's had to pick a few off the ground, that kind of stuff, or hit their hands and drop and that kind of thing. So, you know, those are some things that they need to shore up because, you know, obviously with two big opponents coming up the next 2 weeks ahead, you can't make those kind of mistakes.
So Villalobos takes the snap, going to tuck it and run himself. Stiff arm there across the 45, spins away from another defender, tries to dive forward to the 40, just shy of that. They're going to say he's at the 42-yard line. They'll bring up third down.
Yeah, it's starting very long right there. They try to run a little zone read right here. Quarterback keeps it, you know, and, you know, good job right there by 40, getting on the tackle right there and slowing it down, you know, for the Jaguars. So, you know, good job there by Brandon Reyna. You're calling his name a lot tonight. So he's having a good defensive game for the Jaguars, for the Jags.
Third and 15. Handoff to Muniz across the 40, still on his feet. And he's across the 25, the 20, and they finally sandwich him with a couple of tacklers. In on the tackle there is Nathan Martinez and Daniel Romo, but a huge gain for the Wildcats, first down.
Yeah, just a great run there by Hector Muniz, you know, on the jet sweep right here. And, you know, he takes it outside. You can see him look in his eyes. You know, we get advanced for seeing this thing on TV right here, but, you know, he sees his eyes and stuff like, and he knows it, and he sees the hole, and he exploits it and gets up there and gets a big first down for your Wildcats.
So the ball moves over to the left hash mark at the 18-yard line now, inside the red zone. By the way, I want to remind you folks that Weslaco East Wildcat football brought to you by the Knapp Medical Center, and Edward Villalobos takes it in himself. Touchdown Wildcats, and Weslaco East continues to pad their lead as they now lead at 30-3.
Yeah, you know, just a quarterback sneak right there, but all design right there. You can see it. That's one of the favorite plays on offense because, you know, I love the quarterback sneak because, you know, as it catches the defense off, you know, off guard a lot, and you see it. They open up a little hole, and, you know, geez, Edward Villalobos does a great job of taking it to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats.
So once again, the 2-point unit onto the field here. Villalobos going to fake the handoff and just going to pass it to that right side. Wide open there for the two is Randy Cardosa, the fullback. And now they're just trying some different things here with those 2-point conversion tries in case they come into play over the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely. You know, right here, they're showing the touchdown again. You know, there by Edward Villalobos, again, excellent job. But that's the first time they ran the bootleg tonight, and it's, you know, wide open right there for a fullback in the flat for Randy Cardosa, and there's your 2-point conversion. Good job.
So 2:11 to play here in the third quarter, and it's a 32-3 lead for Weslaco East. By the way, Weslaco High, 27-0 lead over Edinburg High. That was at the half. I'm sure they're in the third quarter already. A lot of games in progress, a lot of games with huge playoff and or district title implications throughout the Rio Grande Valley tonight. Some teams trying to play spoiler, some teams trying to sneak in the playoffs and put themselves in a position for over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's some interesting games going on right now, but, you know, good job by the Panthers right now up on Edinburg High.
Both those teams looking to come in to next week's Tanaco Bowl unbeaten.
Yeah, it should set up for a great matchup for next week, you know, with the Tanaco Bowl, you know, and see how that goes. You know, a lot of times you just throw out the records and everything else in a game like that because it's a big rivalry game, you know, and it's bragging rights for the city and all that good stuff. But, you know, when you talk about coaches, they, well, you know, it leads to a district title, you know, and that's your goals, you know, that kind of stuff. Both these teams had that goal, obviously, so, you know, that's what's on their mind.
The ball's going to be on the 26-yard line here for the Jaguars. Here on this next drive. Handoff, nice little piece of running there. That time was Didier Martinez, the ball carrier.
Exactly, ran the inside zone right there, and the hole opened up in the, you know, the right side A gap right there, and, you know, he picks up a good 6-7 yards right there on that first play. So now it brings it up 2nd and 3. So they're starting to see a little crease in there with the inside run play right now for your Jaguars. So
I'll say this, Coach. I know they only have 3 points on the scoreboard, and you know they're not going to finish the season with a playoff appearance. But this Jaguars team has some pieces moving forward, and they've done some nice things on offense against a good Weslaco East defense.
they sure have. You know.
Here's the snap on first down. They'll swing it to the outside there on a little bubble pass, but nothing doing there. Adrian got to see the receiver with the completion, and defense all over it.
Yeah, John Onimus right there again. And I'll tell you all year long, this kid's a shutdown corner right there. You know, a lot of people try to throw over there, but he's such a great tackler. He's up, boom, and right on it for, you know, obviously, you know, a loss on the yardage right there on that pass play. They lost 3 or 4 yards right there. Great open field tackle by John Onimus.
I guess kind of that's been my point with the Jags. They'll put together a 25-yard pass play, a 30-yard pass play, and then I can't sustain the drive. So that's why I'm saying young teams, and especially against a defense like Weslaco East, you can certainly see that this team's not quitting as they get the handoff there on third down as time ticking down here near the end of the half.
No, they're not. You know, good stop right there inside by Juan Sanchez, the left defensive end, to get down inside and make a stop here on the zone right here again. But there he is right there to make the play.
And that brings up fourth down, and the punting unit going to come on here for Edinburg Economedes.
You know, that the last time they had a punt, you know, good job by the block team of the Wildcats again and get a piece of the ball right there, which set up a short field and a quick touchdown. Well, I don't know about quick, but you know, a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Where the rest of the personnel, they couldn't get the special teams personnel out there.
Yeah,
but
the time
ran out of the half, and I think that's what everyone was expecting. Third quarter's done.
Yeah, pretty fast third quarter this time, you know.
So we start the fourth quarter here in Weslaco. Alex Sabario alongside Coach Rock. Glad to have you with us here, by the way. Got to remind you that Knapp Medical Center is our proud sponsor of Weslaco East High School football here on K-West. A 32-3 lead for the Weslaco East Wildcats as the Jaguars are about to punt it back to Weslaco East to start this fourth quarter. Trying to avoid the block this time. They'll do it off the side of the foot, rugby style. It's going to roll out of bounds across midfield.
But, you know, still setting up around the 49-yard line right there. Good, positive, you know, position for your Wildcats to, you know, start to the fourth quarter right there. Only have to travel half the field, you know, in high school football, you know, when you make them travel 70 and 80 yards, you know, it's hard to do because, you know, just the element of making a mistake and stuff like that. You can see as good as the Wildcats are, you know, it's hard to do that. But when you give them short fields like this, you know, it just makes life a little bit easier with offensive football.
It's 11:53 to go in the football game. Wildcats up 32-3, and they're back on offense. And another ball goes into the turf immediately after the snap. Javi Guerra taking the snap that time and going all the way back near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, coach is using a lot of different kids at the quarterback position tonight. So, you know, he's trying to get a lot of kids on the field, so give them some playing time. But, you know, still having a hard time with the snap tonight. You know, it used to drive me crazy when they having all that time, that kind of stuff. You know, we'll be snapping on the sideline, snapping all the time, try to get that fixed.
So this time, out of the gun here, another low one in the turf. Handoff goes to Jay Vasquez, who we were talking about earlier. Wow. Look at this kid move.
Wow, I'll tell you what, he made two excellent cuts, you know, to avoid the tackles and stuff and pick up the yardage that they lost and then some.
Apologize for that, folks, but 32-3 our score. Third down and 5 coming up here for Weslaco East. But Jay Vasquez having himself kind of a breakout type of game here.
There he is again.
And there he is again on the carry across the 40, dives forward across the 35. Well, we got to get this kid in the end zone.
I'm guarantee you, man, they're having a hard time, picking him up, coming through the line and stuff like that. But a great vision. He sees his blocks. He sets his blocks up and does a good job of cutting and picks up the great yardage and moving the stick. So I'm really impressed with this young man, Jay Vasquez.
Nice little pat on the head there from his fullback, Randy Cardosa. Nice piece of running, kid. First down. Ball inside the 35, just shy of that 34. On first down, it's Guerra this time, and takes a hit and takes another massive one. Coming up, completing the tackle, is number 30, Sanoa Tavalu.
Yeah, just a good job. We've called his name out a few times today too, but big hit right there. Again, a little counter play. You can see it, or actually what they call power, so it's just a left guard pulling around, up in the hole. But a good job by Sanu coming up and making the play.
Second down and 6. Under 10 minutes to go in the football game. Hand off again to Jay Vasquez. Tries to slip a tackler. He does. Across the 25, and he goes to the deck hard after taking the contact. Got inside the 20-yard line, I believe. Let's see where they spot it here.
What a great job of dipping and coming inside, dipping it back outside, and running what we used to call running the ladder right here as a running back, and you making number 25 miss and outrunning them. And
I think he tripped.
There may have been a big blade of grass there or something, but that's okay. He still picked up the necessary yards for a first down, so he keeps his feet. He's probably still running right now. So, but a good job hard running by Jay Vasquez.
So just shy of the 20 at the 21-yard line. Heck of a football game from Jay Vasquez coming in, and now they hand it off to Josh Gonzalez, who finds some room, dives forward into the end zone, touchdown.
Yeah, I was wondering when this young man was going to get on the field, because he played a lot last year, and and he's come back in the season right now and really doing a great job, and seeing that. But all their backs are running real hard, and I know they lost one of them, but these other kids, they got a stable of backs right there. So great run by Josh Gonzalez, and there you go again, touchdown Wildcats.
So 8:29 to play, and once again the offense stays on the field, going for 2 here. As the score's 38-3, and once again getting it to Jay Vasquez, who finds his way in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the Wildcats have put up a 40 spot here in this one. 8:29 to play in the football game, and they lead it 40-3 over the Jags.
Yeah, they come out in the second half with a little bit more determination and a lot of fire, coming through here. But I'm going to tell you, that offensive line right now is opening up some big holes. It starts up front there with J.P. Martinez and Steely Munoz to the left side right there, along with Jesus, Lozano and the rest of those kids. But doing a great job of getting on their blocks, moving their feet, and getting the Jags defense to open up and making some big holes for these backs to go through. So this second half, Weslaco East is just opening it up and doing a great job of, putting this game away.
And they're giving everyone a chance to contribute to the football game and getting guys some important minutes and important plays on offense.
They sure are, and they, obviously trying to find out, they found a few things out tonight that, little Jay Vasquez, he's been holding his, obviously been on the sidelines a lot this year, but he's a Wildcat. He wants to get out there and get after it. So, and he's doing that. Very impressive.
So here comes the return. It's Adrian Garcia doing the honors for the Jaguars. Gets just shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good job again by the coverage team, by the kickoff coverage team, get down in their lanes and, not allowing a seam or anything like that and getting it stopped inside the 20. So that's what you want as a kickoff team.
Mission High up on row, 21-10. 21 all over in Los Fresnos between the Cardinals and the Falcons. Raymondville shutting out Port Isabel at the half. That was the last update, 42-0. Jags here on first down, handoff goes to Hernandez. Still on his feet, slips a tackler across the 40, and a little shoestring tackle there and brought down just shy of the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great run by Furman Hernandez right there. You know, he takes the hand sweep back outside right there, and to the right, little counter, comes back, follows the big old tackle 79 around the corner, who does a pretty good job of getting on his tackle and open up the hole for Furman to go through right there. So good job, good play overall for your Jaguars.
24-yard pickup there on the play for the Jags. We're under 8 minutes to go in the football game. 40-3 our score. First down here for the Jags. In at quarterback here, Tommy Alviso. This is the freshman. Takes the snap out of the gun. Once again, handoff goes to Hernandez. And gets across midfield inside Wildcat territory. And that's going to be about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's good hard running there by Hernandez again. So, he kind of gets hit in the backfield, spins off the tackle right here. There he goes, right there, 55, spins, and still picks up some real positive yards right there. And a good tackle there by number 2, Josh Gonzalez.
So it'll be actually an 8-yard pickup there. So 2nd down and 2 coming up here for the Jags. Everyone takes a look at their play cards on the wristband. Those wristbands get bigger every year, Coach.
I hear you. Lots of plays. Stretch out again.
This time to the right. And he's going to pick up the first down and more, and he rumbles forward to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, they ran a stretch play to the right there and picked up some big yardage here. Again, this Hernandez kid's really running hard for the Jags. So
the nose of the football at the 40 is going to be first down and 10 for the Jags.
Good job by the offensive line for the Jaguars right there, getting great movement on the Wildcats there.
San Benito starting to get some separation from Brownsville Hanna. 35-13, that score in the 3rd quarter. Handoff left side here for Economedes. More positive yardage this time by number 19, Didier Martinez, the sophomore.
Yeah, they ran the counter back this way, and there's a big old 62 up in the hole right there. And, good job, a good stop there by Irvin Marine right there on the tackle to limit it to what they got there. So good job by Irvin Marine on the tackle.
2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup on first down. .543 and ticking down here in the football game. Alviso with another handoff. And more positive yardage. Another move of the chains here for the Jags.
Yeah, another inside zone play right there and picking up some big yards right there, but a good tackle there by Marcus Garza.
So the football will now be at the 26-yard line, first down, and Jaguars going to have an opportunity to get in the end zone here. Time continues to tick away, however, in this 40-3 football game. 5:13 to go. Handoff, right side. Martinez lowers his shoulder and gets near the 15, but he's going to be shy right at the 17-yard line. That's close to the marker. They have not called for the move of the chain, so he's going to be short of the first down. 2nd down and short.
Yeah, just a hand sweep again to outside. Lead block there by number 20, but number 19 running the football right there and picking up about 8 to 9 yards right there. So we bring up 2nd and about 1 for the Jaguars. And, they're marching the ball right down the field right here on the Wildcat defense.
Approaching 4.5 minutes to play in the football game. On 2nd and 1. Handoff left side. Once again, it's Fermin Hernandez. As he gets inside the 15, that's plenty enough for a first down. Right at the 14 is where they'll spot it.
Yeah, he gets it, again, gets the yards that he needs for the first down, but a good job, a good sure tackle there by Irvin Marine on the outside, right here, number 40. Just good hustle tackle right there by Irvin.
Nose of the football at the 14, first down and 10. They need to get inside the 5 if they want to pick up another first down. And the quarterback is Alviso. Takes the snap, Handoff, runs into a defender, switches gears over to the right side, finds some room across the 5, into the end zone, rumbling in for the touchdown. Number 20, Fermin Hernandez. What a great piece of running there from the Jaguars to get their first score and the first touchdown allowed on defense this season by the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's unbelievable right there. Just, they had him stopped over here to the left side, but he kind of shakes off the tackle right there and cuts it back to the other side, and the defense is all, overshifted to this side and overran it to this side. There's nothing back over to the right, and it's an easy touchdown for it. But good piece of running by Hernandez right there. And, Jaguars, score, the first defensive touchdown for the district play right now against the Wildcats. So, hats off to the Jaguars. They're not quitting. They're playing hard, that kind of stuff. So, they got a lot of pride over there, too, and they work hard with their kids. So, good job by their offense right there.
Lots to take away from this game positively. I know the score, a lot of folks will look at the score and say, hey, not a lot to take away from a 40-9 defeat, but there's been some things to look forward to if you're a Jaguar fan, and certainly a young member of the Jaguar team moving forward, including both of the quarterbacks who have both done some decent things. The 2 running backs, both are underclassmen.
There's obviously the coaches are, trying to see what their kids can do and that, that kind of stuff, and what to build on, and where they're going to go forward. Because they're not having the successful year that they want, but they're seeing some bright spots. Obviously, tonight. But again, and then you got the Wildcats and stuff. They're a mature, experienced football team, and it shows it tonight. They're where their program is as opposed to the next. So good job by the Wildcats and good job by the Jaguars.
Short kickoff there, returned by one of the upman, Jonathan Valadez. And it's going to be decent field position here for the Jags here on what should be one of the final drives of the game. 3:43 to go in the football game as Coach Burgett giving a nice little final pep talk here before sending his troops onto the field.
Yeah, this is usually the time, especially in this type of game and stuff. You want to protect the football, do things wise, just go straight ahead, run your offense, that kind of thing, and, don't. And that's what basically what the Wildcats probably going to end up doing right here. So let's see what they're in. Again, they're in the shotgun. Again, which is, they do run a lot out of the gun. So, but it's still they're going to run the ball. Give it to Jay right there. This time he doesn't pick up a lot of yardage and gets hit after about a yard gain.
So Jay Vasquez, the youngster, picks up maybe 1 on that play. It's honestly the shortest play he's made. Everything else has been at least 7 or 8 yards.
It sure has. If he gets past that one defender right there, he's got a big old hole there, so he could have gone a long ways, but a good job by the Jaguar defense.
2nd down and 9 as we approach 3:12 to play. Once again, Jay Vasquez. This time, a run that we're used to seeing, about 10 yards on that pickup there, and picks up another first down here for Weslaco East, as we tick down to 3:05 to play here in the football game.
Hey, he's a typical back that, he's not as big as the other backs and stuff like that, but he runs low and he runs hard. Yeah, and that's a typical Wildcat running back. And that's what they do. That's what they're taught, and it looks like he's from that same tree. He really is.
2:45 to play in this one. 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. They're just going to let some time tick down before they take that snap. Here it comes. Fake the handoff to Vasquez. And
Ball's
here
on the
comes
ground.
loose. Ball still loose on the ground. Nobody knew it. And being able to come up with that very fortuitous bouncing there, Edward Villalobos lost it and got it back and picked up some yards in the process.
He did. That's kind of like, that's living right, because it hit off the back of the foot of the Jaguar. It looked like they were about to get it. Hits off the back of the foot and goes right back up to him. So, like I said, sometimes, may come up smelling like a great rose, and that's what happened in that play.
So 2nd down and 3 here for the Wildcats, as we're under 2 minutes to play now. You hear the clap all the way from up here as they hand off to Jay Vasquez one more time. And he's going to get the first down here.
he's picking up the first down right here. Again, like right now, just, go forward, play hard, that kind of stuff. Keep moving because, especially at this time of the game and stuff, sometimes you see those uncostly little injuries and stuff right now. So everybody needs to just play hard and keep going forward. Time is running off, and they're doing the right thing. They're running the time off the clock. They're obviously not starting to play until right at the end of the clock time. So
handoff again to Jay Vasquez on first down, and he's pushed backwards, wrestled to the turf.
Yeah, not much there. Good job by your Jag defense.
So 40-9, the score here. So we are indeed setting up an unbeaten in district Weslaco East team against an unbeaten in district if the score holds up for the Panthers, which it will be not only for the Tanaco Bowl, but obviously for a share of the district title.
At least, if obviously, if the Panthers win that, and they win out the rest of the year, they'll be the district champions if they can pull off a victory next week against the Wildcats. But there's a lot on the line, and these kids are going to prepare real hard. I know Weslaco East is going to prepare. Their coaches are going to get these kids ready to play next week, so it ought to be a humdinger. I mean, it's going to be a great game, and and it'd be exciting, obviously, for the city of Weslaco, that kind of stuff. But both teams have a lot of pride, and it's gonna be a heck of a football game. So good game tonight for the Wildcats. Ended up scoring 40-9 and great win. So it's been an honor for me to work with you tonight, Alex, and I appreciate
Coach
being
Rocker.
beside you.
Honestly, enjoyed working my return to K-West. Always have fun here in this booth. So for our entire crew that does a phenomenal job across the Rio Grande Valley, for Carlos Robledo, Mike Gonzalez, and of course for Coach Rock, my name's Alex Silvario saying so long here from Bobby Lackey Stadium. Your final score, the Weslaco East Wildcats improved to 4-0 in district play. They beat Economedes 40-9. So long, everybody.
And welcome to the Knapp Medical Center post-game show. Carlos Robledo along with Mike Gonzalez, where it is a victory for the Weslaco East Wildcats, going 4-0 in district play, and once again qualifying for the playoffs as the Wildcats win it by a final score of 40-9 in this contest. Let's take a look at some of the highlights in this one. There was a lot of scoring for Weslaco East as they take on Economedes in a homecoming game. Starting off with a little pass here to Hector Muniz, and Muniz with a nice run after the catch takes this one near the goal line, just knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard lines. And then after that, it was the Wildcats, and that is Ramsey Vasquez taking this one inside. Big hole to the right-hand side, and it's 8-0 Weslaco East with the lead at that point right there. We see Gio Guerra do this all season long, break tackles, get away from tacklers, and a good fine run for him right there as the drive continues here for the Wildcats in the second quarter. And there we go, Josh Gonzalez in for the score as he is able to score right there, making it now 16-0 Wildcats. How about Muniz punching that one in for the score? It was 24-3 Wildcats leading. They block a punt right here as the special teams came out big here for the Wildcats. Defense also looked good. We saw Isai Martinez with a couple of tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That is Edward Villalobos going in for the score. It was 32-3 Wildcats. How about a nice nifty run here, Gonzalez one more time in the fourth quarter. That made it 4-3, and the final score, Weslaco East wins it once again by a final score of 40-9, the final score. And what a game here for the Wildcats. Coach Mike Burgett, congratulations in the playoffs. Once again, what is this, 13 years in a row now?
13
years. Congratulations, Coach. Y'all seem to be playing your best football right now towards the end of the season.
Again, I want to thank you, parents. What a homecoming that. And where's Felix? Felix, homecoming king. Wow. What a great night. I hope you parents enjoyed it. The kids worked hard for the playoffs this year. It's 13 straight years.
Hey, Coach. We talked on the pregame about the running game. That's always been a strength at Weslaco East, but it looks like you guys have found another weapon and number one out there, young kid. Tell us a little bit about him.
He's a freshman.
Freshman secret weapon, Jay Vasquez. He was spectacular out there when he ran with the football. Pretty shifty, pretty quick, and obviously you don't want to talk too much about him being a freshman. You want him to kind of work his way into the headlines.
Well, he's played football ever since he was small. He's gotten a lot taller. He runs tough. He's got great moves. He had a great ball game today. The kids love him. He's going to be a special back. We got him after this year for 3 more years, and we got a really special freshman group. They've only lost 1 ball game this year, and we got some players down there. And Jay, we needed him this week. We're a little thin at running back, and he stepped up and played a great game.
Y'all have played spectacular on the defensive side of the ball. 3 straight shutouts coming into this game. I know you're trying to get that here in this game, but still holding them to 9 points. That was a pretty good offensive team out there. Some big offensive linemen for Economedes, but the defense played well tonight.
Well, I think the last 4 games we've given up a field goal with our number ones. We had some guys in the ball game. We expect them to perform, though, but they got a touchdown there at the end of the game. The kids played as hard as they can, and our defense in 4 district ball games have given up 9 points. I can do the math myself and know that's 2.2, 2.3, so that's pretty good.
Hey, Coach, and I know you talked last week about the bye week, how it helped you guys out, and you guys were able to get healthy. Once again, Ramsey Vasquez, another strong game. He just looks like a different player once he's healthy out there. Talk to us about that.
Well, we got a little scared this week. I'm not going to go in details. I don't talk about injuries. Ramsey got released this morning. He's a little boogered up, but Doc released him, and we decided to play him. He didn't really want to run him, but Ramsey's a heck of an athlete. We held him out the second half. I think if Ramsey plays the whole game like he did last week, he probably did what he did last week. So Ramsey's going to be strong for us. He's done it for 3 years for us. This will be his 3rd year on varsity. He's a great athlete. He does what the coaches ask him. He plays hard, and we look for great things from Ramsey the rest of the season.
Felix is headed out now. Felix Vargas, the homecoming king. Congratulations as he goes over there. He took his crown off, Coach.
What a great kid. Man, I can't even tell you. When a coach goes to work and they can see a smile like Felix smiles, it's something special. He comes in and plays quite a bit. He's played last year on varsity. To see him win the homecoming king, and he's a very popular guy.
He's got his own fan club.
That's family, but even if it wasn't family, we all are family here. So, Felix, the Vargases, you guys know about the Vargases. They've come through. We got even more Vargases coming. I like to tell the Vargases to keep them coming.
Coach, you guys entered this game with the top defense in the district, considering you guys played Manor, you guys played Laredo Alexander, Harlingen, and Brownsville Hanna. All those teams can score points. And a lot of the guys are stepping up. The young guys, you guys have a lot of juniors in the unit that are going to come back next year. You must feel really good.
And I want you guys to listen to me just for a second, if you would. We are the smallest 6A school in South Texas. We barely made it to 6A. To ask a school that has 1,970, 80 students to play these schools that got 25 to 3,000 students, I'm very proud of our kids at Weslaco East. I'm very proud of your sons. I'm very proud of the effort they give us in practice. They put everything on the line, and you guys ought to be very proud tonight because we are Wildcats, and we're going to make some great things happen this year.
All right, Coach. We'll go and let you go on that note. Thank you very much. I know the kids are waiting for you on the bus. Weslaco East Wildcats win tonight 40-9. Big hand for Coach Mike Burgett. Going to the playoffs for the 13th straight year are the Weslaco East Wildcats. Mike, we got to talk a little bit about Isai Martinez, who once again had a couple of big tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He seems to be all over the place, game in and game out.
Yeah, I mean, he's really stepped it up, especially the last few weeks of the season. And the whole unit as a whole just are playing terrific football, just anticipating the play, doing a great job. I think it starts with the defensive line, the trenches, always winning up front. And it's, Leo Guerra is another guy that had a spectacular game. But Martinez, he's doing a great job out there on defense. And I think just a whole unit overall, giving up 9 points in the last 4 games in district play. Just a heck of a job overall by Coach Guzman and the whole coaching staff at Weslaco East.
Yep, number 72, you just saw him there on your screen, in Isai Martinez. Also, Jordan Velasquez, I said it right the first time, Jordan Velasquez also playing a significant role on the defensive side of the ball. And this team seems to be rolling offensively as well. Offensive line did a good job tonight. Running backs, you got Josh Gonzalez in on the mix. Gio Guerra, hard-nosed running, breaking tackles like he's been doing. Like we've been saying, this team is on a roll right now.
And like we talked about in the pregame, Carlos, I really like that they're showing different packages. They're showing you different ways of moving the football. They have a lot of weapons out there, and it's great that they're healthy and the offensive line playing better than ever, and they're just moving the ball, doing an excellent job. And they have all this momentum going into the last 2 games of the season, knowing that at least they're going to the playoffs. They must feel really good.
That's right. The Weslaco East Wildcats going to the playoffs 13th straight year, still an opportunity to win a district championship because they're undefeated in district play. They got Weslaco High next week and then Edinburg Villa on the final game of the regular season. We'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. Final score, Weslaco East wins 40-9. For Mike Gonzalez, I'm Carlos Romero. Thanks for joining us on the Nat Medical Center postgame show.